Y'all already giggling.
Oh man, we are live.
No, not yet. I don't
No.
think we are.
Huh?
Now we are.
Okay.
We
We
in the building.
we in the building on this Tuesday.
Okay.
Mm. We here. Things are getting ready to pop off. You know how we do on a Tuesday night.
Tuesday
Mm.
night. Tuesday night. What is it? December the 5th.
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
It's about to be some trouble up in here.
You
Mm.
sure? It's gonna be something. It's gonna be interesting.
I
I can
don't know.
guarantee
Should
you
I be
that.
nervous or what?
Don't be nervous.
Mm.
Please don't be nervous.
No, don't be nervous, sissy.
Don't be nervous. Okay.
Got me smiling.
Let's ride.
Oh, let's go.
Bet.
Mm.
Bet. Guess what?
What?
We're just gonna start it off like this. I'm gonna just say this.
Uh-oh.
Men are protectors. Men supposed to be on the outside. That's what you see here right now.
I love it. Protectors. You know, because we love to be protected. Yeah. At all times. Welcome to Tanky Tea of Life. I am your host, Veronica, back with you on this Tuesday. Yes, we are back live. My brother, Victor Dammit Boy White, is back with us tonight.
Oh yeah. I'm in here. Hey man, you rang that bell kind of soft. You rang that bell kind of soft. I don't do nothing soft.
Oh.
That's how I'm coming.
Oh man, it's a great night. We have my brother Fatim back with us on this Tuesday.
Good to be back. Good to be back. Good to be with family. Good to be back, especially during the holiday season. You know, this has been spectacular. You know, of what your vision, Veronica, and then you and Victor, and you had different co-hosts coming on. But then being part of this team, it's just been a journey and a nice ride, I must say. And it's good to be home.
Yeah.
We say good to be home. You understand? Appreciate that my seat's a little warm, so I know sitting in these seats here, trying to hold it down. But I'm back. I'm back.
Yes, brother Fatim is back. So glad to have you back.
Thank you, and it's good to be back.
Yes.
Good to be back. Good to be sitting. I'm always sitting with next to a pretty face, but it's good to have another pretty face.
Of course. Yes, my sissy is back with us. Listen, she enjoyed herself so much Saturday on the show that she was like, listen. I'm telling you, once you get on this show and the mic get hot, it's like something just comes. It's like,
click.
yeah, like
Wait a minute. You said as soon as the mic get hot, what? Something what?
click.
Oh, I thought you said click. I thought you said another C word.
What?
I hate to tell you, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's coming back from New York, but I'm freaky, and so if I just get there tonight, this is gonna be.
What?
I'm just there, y'all.
Last night.
I'm making a stop after I leave here tonight. I'm telling you.
What is
that.
going on?
I go make a stop.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
One of
that
them
New York air just got me.
One of them honey packs, bro.
I don't need that
You
tonight.
ain't got. It's not about the need.
Okay,
bro.
okay, I got it.
No, we don't.
Enhancement.
We might be good with 87,
Okay.
but every now and then you got to put that down 93 in that month.
I agree with you, man. Sometimes you got to.
Yeah, and walk around like you're about to have a heart attack.
No.
Why?
See, Voodoo was talking about. Hey, shots out to Voodoo. Voodoo was
Hey,
talking about
Voodoo.
he didn't have nothing to do, but see,
You gotta have something to do to
you gotta
get
have
it.
some. I mean, your heart's still gonna be jumping, but you don't really care about it that much once it get to going. But yeah,
Mm.
Okay, let me sip my tea.
They both wait. Y'all both sipped your tea,
At the same time.
and you got honey in there.
I got yes.
And you got honey in
I
you.
do.
That gonna get y'all.
But not the honey that y'all.
I was about to say
Oh, not the honey that y'all be
Not that
sipping.
honey pack.
hey, shots out to Sly, baby. Once again, sending out those stars.
Thank
Hey,
you, Sly. Thank you so much.
I got one thing to say. This little, it's to our tech producer.
Okay.
How's your football team do last week?
You're doing too much,
So-
bro.
Oh, I just see the Seattle team in here, so Seahawks, and they played a good game. I got to give Geno, who used to quarterback for the New York Jets, I give him credit. He played a great game.
When the last time y'all won the Super Bowl?
What? Don't even go
We
there.
won about 4 or
Okay.
5, so I have to. It's been a while.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while, but the bottom line is we are doing well this year so far. So,
Okay, we'll say
you don't have permission.
Two of 'em.
You don't have permission to talk. back
don't do
there,
that.
brother.
Don't do that.
You don't have permission to talk. Not after that loss Thursday. How you doing, Herm? Good to see you, my brother. I told you we was gonna handle business this year.
Oh,
but you know what
boy.
we did.
Well, you know.
Anyway.
Hello to all the good folks out there that's watching. Miss Jacqueline, I see you. Hey, Miss Jacqueline. Hey, Miss Rainey. Hey, Patricia. All of you out there that's watching. Sly, we appreciate y'all so much.
John and Noah, what's up?
John, Noah, Michelle. Hey,
Yes.
Michelle, my BFF. She's on.
My
Thank
buddy
God.
V.
Okay, V. All of y'all watching. We appreciate
Mommy.
y'all. Mommy's on. Hey, mommy.
Mhm.
Ooh,
And this-
no.
uh-oh.
You talking like that? Sorry, mommy.
That's all right, mommy.
Mommy
Don't do
grown.
my mommy like that.
Mommy grown.
Listen.
Hmm.
You don't want mommy to start talking. But welcome, everyone. This is where we talk about any and everything. We're so glad that you all are joining us on this Tuesday. We appreciate y'all. We are back here. The family is back together. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We're going to get right into a topic right quick before we get into this email letter. So, the holiday season is approaching us, right? First, let me say, are y'all one of those people that you accept a gift, but you turn around and re-gift it? And I know two of y'all on this panel right now. Two of y'all right now on this panel that I have some beef with. Okay, because
Y'all re-gifted something?
I know Victor. I know you probably re-gifted my gift that I brought you back from Mexico.
I still got it.
Christine, my sissy. Fatine never. I don't. Fatine
I've
loves
never
the gifts
regifted. I
that
love
I
gifts. Yes.
give
I-
him. Okay,
Mhm.
Sissy, I brought her a gift, and I thought it was very cute. It was pink. She's an AKA, and I just thought that.
Shout
it
out
was-
to my sorors. Hey.
I just thought that it was a very nice gift. But she,
Regifted?
would you like to?
We don't.
You
I
re-
didn't.
So where did you? What did you do with it?
Yeah. What did you
What did you
what
do
did
with
you
it?
I tried to return it.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
Put your camera out.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
And
you
ask her how many gifts have she gotten since then.
None.
Damn right.
You-
Give you a damn thing. What the hell? I honestly just took your gift out the bag.
Really?
Maybe about a month ago.
Wait.
It was
from
on my
last Christmas?
table from last Christmas. It was on my table, but I was cleaning up. My daughter was coming down, and I took it out, did a little scratch off, and then the candle. Yeah,
Wow.
sitting
Nah.
on my candle sitting right on my
Yeah,
table.
I did that with the candle, but I still got the liquor. It's still sitting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah,
re-gift.
with the
I don't
Can- with
re-gift.
the Cancun with the shot. I mean, I don't drink Jose, but
No more.
I never drank Jose.
You used to drink Jose.
No, you ain't never seen Jose touch.
That's
my
why I
lips.
got it. I thought I got the wrong one.
Never seen me drink. I drank Don Julio.
Mm.
But it's cool.
Don
It's the thought that counts. That's
Julio.
all that matters. It's
So let's rewind
Yeah,
though,
it's
because
about
they think I'm dirty for that. I didn't return it to get the money. I was gonna exchange it because I couldn't
Trying to clean
use
up now.
it.
it doesn't
Okay.
matter.
See, look, Veronica,
come
look,
on,
look,
come
listen.
on.
So let's see what Veronica did with my gift. See, I bought her a Victoria Brown panty set. What did you do with that? What did you do with that, Veronica?
Was it me, Veronica? Was
Yeah,
it
you
another
know, you, Veronica.
Because I don't remember this gift.
I just got to throw a curveball. No, I did not go to Vicky's
Wow.
and buy her no bra and panty set.
So I'm saying,
Not last year. I don't know what I'm gonna buy this year.
But
Dawn.
sissy, what did I show you recently? The book that you got me that year I graduated.
That's dope.
yeah.
So I keep my gifts. It was just that one.
Yeah.
I couldn't use it.
Like, what was it?
I can't
It
even
was,
remember.
it was a
phone
cross.
case?
It was a
Oh.
cross body little bag that you can like put
Ooh.
your cell phone in. It
Oh,
was
that's
cute.
cute.
But my phone couldn't fit in it.
What kind of phone you got? You got a
So
This was some years ago. You heard her say she never bought me another gift.
Another gift.
so me buying. All right. So I just want to step in. What you did was dope, I think. But me being a man, but me being a man, I have bought women purses and they taken them back because it didn't fit their
Thanks,
They're,
Vic.
kind of like their what they was
no.
going for, like a clutch. Some women don't like clutches.
That's why you have to pay attention to that woman.
You're 1,000%
You
right.
have to
You're
pay
100% right. You're 100% right. And some women go so far with purses that I bought a woman a Coach purse, which was a signature bag that has Coach written all over it.
Mhm.
She did not want that. She just
Yeah.
wanted
Something simple,
something
something
simple.
plain.
So she was like, "I'm gonna take it back." I didn't feel slighted, but it did hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
Well, my
See-
sissy feelings was very hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. She never received another gift.
I treasure my gifts. That's not. You won't. Yeah, I agree with
I'm
you.
the
Don't get
type of
enough.
person. I
not
want to maximize your coin. I want your money to be used well. I'm not gonna if it's just sitting there. That makes me
Eventually, you're gonna
feel
use
bad.
it though. Eventually, because I've held on to gifts, and I'm like, I can't use it. But eventually, the day rolled around where I was able to use the gift.
Right. So let's be
So-
real. Let's be real. We joking. I'm not to say we not joking, but that's what gifts receipts are for. The gifts receipts are
Yeah.
for people because they do get things that may be clothing that's too small, or you do want to exchange it for something. So we pulling your leg a little bit because people
No.
do exchange. but Veronica took it seriously
She did.
because you ain't got another gift. So we ain't putting you in a grab bag because if your name come up for her, she ain't getting you.
Yes, she will.
She ain't getting you
Yes, she
sugar honey
will.
iced tea.
I
She
would.
would.
But in a sense, when somebody, to be honest with you, if I and I'm gonna flip flop here a few times, but to be honest with you, if I go out my way to give you a gift and you return it, what are you really saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
go too rough or anything like that, but sometimes it could be something that I really went out the way. Now we talk
Mhm.
about gifts.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter called me Saturday wanting me to come get a gift. Oh, Daddy, I got this, this gift for you. I didn't go Saturday because I was on vacation. She wanted me to come Sunday. I didn't go either because I was on vacation. So I went yesterday. And she lived down the street. And then when I got in the yard, she was like, I got this special present for you. And it was a picture of her. And I'm like, oh no, ain't no all shit. I know what she looked like. Hell, you give me a picture.
That is so sweet.
Yes.
Listen, men do not think like women. Like I think that's very thoughtful. That's
I
very
think
sweet
so,
because she
too.
wants you every time you look at that picture.
You think of her.
Yeah, you see your daughter.
No.
And for her to be present in whatever space you put it in.
Right.
No.
Yes.
See, you got my daughter. See, first of all, that's my favorite child to start with.
Mm.
Second,
You can't
Wait,
say
way to
no.
go and say that right now. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
anybody. So when I say my favorite child,
You
anybody
talking about
who
the
know
youngest
me
one.
exactly.
Mhm.
Anybody who know me know I'm talking about my baby girl.
Gotcha, I
That's
understand.
my favorite child. It is what it is.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kaylin,
yeah. Mhm,
they'll tell you. They'll tell you.
mhm.
Kaylin did that shit because nobody else has a picture on the mantle but her.
Mhm.
So when you walk in the house, all the pictures, the artwork, and all that is all her. Kaylin decorates that house. Kaylin does this. Kaylin does that. Kaylin wanted a picture of her so everybody know who run the shit around here.
Got it.
It is what it is.
And you did hang it up.
of course,
Of
not a rest of them would have gave me one. I'd have been like,
Said, I want to go back to something Veronica said because we kind of skipped over it. You mentioned that you received the gift and you didn't utilize it right away. But
Mhm.
then you found a moment. And I've had gifts for 2 years that I haven't opened,
That's good.
that I received. But I used to tell my family, don't touch it because I'm going to eventually open it. Even my daughter bought me a PlayStation. I did not utilize that for a couple of months.
Mm.
So they'll buy me a wallet. They'll buy me something. I treasure what you buy me. Anybody purchase me something, I'm going to treasure that. And if I don't utilize it, I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to utilize it one day, because I feel if you take the time to buy something, no matter how big or small it is, to me, you took the time to think of me, and
Yeah.
that to me is important.
Yeah.
Sissy, try me again.
Oh.
I know who I am.
Okay.
So does it
Okay.
matter for you to see that person in your gift if they bought you like the pocketbook, or it's like women buy cologne, and that's a bit personal for me. But you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't my thing for a woman to buy me some cologne. But do you feel obligated to wear cologne around them, or would you feel obligated? Well, of course not, but would you feel obligated if somebody was to buy you something to wear that gift around them?
That's what
I wouldn't feel obligated, but if it's perfume, or something, I feel like they want me to smell good. They want me to smell like that when I'm around them. So yeah, I would definitely wear it around them. Like they smell me. This is what you brought.
Even if it's not your particular type scent that you like to wear.
I will wear it around them. Not saying that I will wear it on a daily basis, but I know if they brought it for me, they want to smell it on me. So I'm gonna wear it around them, of course.
So if I purchase you 2 young ladies Coach perfumes, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But let's just say Coach is not what you like, because you got to realize certain scents turn people off.
Yeah.
I would rather you exchange that and get what you want and would prefer, that makes, that's your appeals to you. I don't have a problem with that. Get what you want.
So what's the difference with exchanging that versus a purse?
No, I was just joking. I exchanged. That's why I brought up the gift receipt, because that's the purpose of exchanging. You understand? But Veronica took it seriously. So you in the doghouse, girl.
John buying white diamonds, baby. John, that's my forte. Woman wear white diamonds, I'm in there.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Vic, let's put him on the spot.
Yeah.
What cologne would you buy a man? Brand.
Mm.
Let me see what y'all know about men.
So I would learn the man first to know what brands. Thank you.
That's a safe answer.
Learn their brands and the types that they, you have conversations like, oh, this new scent came out, or oh, I like this, whatever, and keep that in mind.
Okay, Veronica.
Some Sean John.
You can't go too wrong with that.
Oh, come.
Look at Victor's face.
Are you serious?
I know. I got 1 million on right now. That's what I have on.
That's safe. That's safe. 1 million is safe.
You smell me?
Safe.
You smell me? Smell me.
I mean, are y'all?
I like some. What do you call it? Some Dior.
Man, gotta smell.
That's
good.
safe.
That smells.
You're
nice.
playing it safe. So
yeah,
you're playing it super safe. You super safe with what you can buy in Belks. You're playing it safe because that's what you can buy in Belks. But we're talking about stuff that you can't find. That's out there.
Oh, you got to be special for that.
Yeah,
you got to be special.
No, but why?
Because
if I'm sharing my body with you,
that's what I mean. Special. That's what I mean. If you buying a gift then I'm not gonna buy nothing cheap, but it's not gonna be top of the line. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like Dior is top of the line.
Yeah, me too.
But it ain't.
I can go to Bath and Body Works and get you a nice fragrance lotion.
You can. That's
and
true.
That'll set me off.
That body spritzing is I live
But
in.
then
Yeah.
Some people are really into these scents. I'm not a huge perfume person.
Yeah.
So like how I think Dior is top of the line and you're saying it's not.
Yeah.
We can have two different perspectives on that.
So when I say top of the line, Dior wear off, whereas Tobacco Vanilla by Tom Ford will stay with you 2-3 days. But you talking $300-$400.
And you got to be extra special for that.
But hold up, why?
For a $300 bottle of cologne.
So let me so let's break it down. Let's
My
price
Dior
analyze
was $200 and it stays on me.
No,
that's
for a man.
About men now.
Oh,
so we
okay.
sweat a little more. So
so you saying Dior is not top of the line for men, not just in general?
yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay,
what-
okay.
Wait.
okay.
You talking about Dior the brand or Dior the scent.
The
Oh,
brand.
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
that's
a-
why I said.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I like something that people say is old, but I like Calvin Klein Obsession.
That
And
smells
somebody
nice.
got on me about it, and I purchased it maybe 4 or 5 months ago and wore it, and it was like, oh, that smelled good. Haven't smelled that scent in a while. So sometimes you can bring things
Mm.
back, you know.
Yeah.
But who's stinker up here? I mean,
So-
who's stinker up here? You stinker?
I'm thinking what my
now,
mama say.
now, see, that's another question that I had down as well.
Okay.
Would you buy someone a gift? Say Christmas is rolling around, because that's what we're talking about, the holiday season. Would you buy somebody a gift who you just met?
No.
I would if it made an
Mm.
impression on me. Yes, if they made an impression on me, yes. Because I just think about in life, I like to put a smile on a person's face. So it's the same way I give you a compliment. I don't mind, especially during the holiday time. If you made that kind of impression on me, I don't have a problem buying you a gift.
But we think of gifts as being really expensive. It can be something inexpensive.
Small. that's
Yeah,
right.
very
It can
small.
be very
Just
small,
to say,
like
hey,
a gesture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I see
Their
you.
favorite candy is Reese peanut butter cup, like it in the refrigerator. And you know, you might just buy them a king size for that.
I tell you,
Put a bow on
I
it.
want to back up to the Tom Ford is too expensive. So if we put everything price into perspective, understand that the man has already paid for a date. For me, for you to even consider Tom Ford, I've already spent at least $1,000 on you. At the very least, 1,000 on you.
But for
Mm.
someone that I don't really care for,
No,
Yeah.
no. What I'm saying, for you to even consider Tom Ford, what I'm saying, all right. So if we around at Christmas time or whatever, and you start talking about cologne, and I say, I wear Tom Ford. I know some people. Let's say Creed. All right, we're talking 400, 440, 450, $400.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, Creed smells really good.
It does.
All right, I think it's overpriced, but it is what it
It
is.
is. Mhm.
For me to put that out there, I've already price ranged you that's what you need to be spending on me.
oh,
For me to even offer that, because you can get polo blue, polo black, you know what I'm saying, Gucci by Gucci, something like that somebody can be like, okay, that's in your price range, YSL by YSL. But I'm just trying to give you ladies some pointers. Mercedes smell good too. But
Mhm.
what I'm saying is for me to throw it out there that I want some Creed.
that means that you're coming with a gift, expensive
No,
gift
that
for
means
me.
that I've spent that much money on you already that I can warrant that type of gift.
Wow.
So understand when a woman says, "Oh, my car note due," you must have gave me a truckload of coochie for me to damn even consider that.
Mm.
Understand that, like, people do. Well, some people are just do that. But what I'm saying is for two grown people that ask for expensive gifts from each other, that means we're there, or I've spent that much money on you that this is what you need to be spending on me.
Wow. It is interesting. It's interesting. My daughter purchased, and again, this is a little different than a woman, but my daughter purchased me something like your car or whatever. They purchased what's in their price range. My late wife, who didn't work, she purchased what's in her price range. So I wore it, and I was, it wasn't not, you go and get some brute and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Yeah.
But they purchased what's in their price range, and that's why I
Mm.
said it's about how, it's about the gift
Yep.
and the thought at the
Yeah.
end of the day. Now I see what Victor's saying. You're both into each other. I'm spending money, this, that, and the other. Then it varies at the end of the day.
Mm.
Right?
But for me, if I'll be honest with you, and I'll say this: I've been around a man who was my next door neighbor, and he used to say, "What the hell are you wearing?" And he told us one day, he said, "I'm wearing Old Spice. It mixed with my body scent, and it changes it."
Yeah. Your body.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
The
put on Old
chemistry.
Spice
Yeah.
before and wore it, and it changes. And you know what I'm saying? It sounds crazy, but you get around somebody that you smell good, and you don't want to tell them it's Old Spice
Mhm.
because that's looked at as cheap. But
Mhm.
somebody's chemistry
It's
changes it,
it
to,
does.
to enhance it and make it smell different and good.
Yeah.
Was you at
That's why I
bingo
was
when that
gonna-
happened?
No,
You were at bingo
Not bingo.
or church?
That's why I was gonna say earlier about the colognes and the perfumes.
Right.
I can wear, Miss Dior and Sissy wear it too, and we smell totally different.
Exactly.
The body chemistry changes
Exactly.
it, and that's why you have to really know the person that you're dating, Victor, and figure out which ones that they
Yeah.
like like,
You got it.
because I might buy something that I think smells good but doesn't work with their chemistry.
But you know what is sexy is when
Lingerie.
the person
Okay. I thought y'all were getting ready to go there. Okay, let's go.
what's sexy is when you don't have to tell the person what
Facts.
it is that you want or
Yes.
need.
That's my
It's
favorite.
like when you open that gift and it's
Mhm.
like, oh my God, they was
That
paying
means they've been
attention.
paying it. Yes.
Yeah.
Keeping notes.
Listen, that is the most sexiest thing ever.
Put a smile on my face just now because that's what you do. You want to pay attention without
Yeah.
the person knowing that you're paying attention. And then when you gift them that, they be like, "What? You now you got them the gift, but you also caught a part of their mind." And see,
Right.
that makes a difference at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
I love it.
Mhm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
The nigga Victor Evie.
I mean, that's
dope.
that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That is. That's dope.
Yeah. And you know what else is dope?
What's up?
Is when
Lingerie
look,
coming off.
like I can turn to my sissy right now and I can lift my shirt up and I can say, Sissy,
You can lift your shirt up to
Oh.
anybody. Here. What you talking about?
wait a minute.
You ain't gotta just turn the huh?
Listen.
We all in.
And I can say, Sissy, look at my new bra. Isn't this cute?
Yeah. We'll tell you the same thing.
But you guys can't do that.
Why?
Like men can't turn to another man and say, man, check my boxes out.
No, but I can do that. Like I bought a Victoria's Secret for a reason. I shop in Victoria's Secret for.
You missed the point.
So what are you trying to say? Your women can just do that,
Yes.
Yes.
but y'all can do that with us too.
We don't want to do it with
Well,
y'all.
why not?
We talk.
No,
I'm
she's talking about the differences with sexes. Men can't say, "Oh, look at my new boxes, look how
Right.
they fit."
Oh, yeah.
Whereas
'Cause
she
we
can.
don't care. I don't care how my boxes fit.
No,
As long as it's not loose in the front, I don't give
we
a
don't
shit.
we don't give a damn about that. We ain't worrying about wearing nothing sexy.
Because half of them got holes in them any damn way.
The problem
We know what to
is,
get you for Christmas.
yeah, the problem is if you are asking your sissy about your bra being sexy, but then
You see,
you know
switched
where I'm
up.
going.
Sexy was your thought. She said cute.
Right.
Oh.
Right. There's a difference.
Yes.
So even
There's
if,
a difference.
even if it was cute, okay. So being just cute for you, or is it going to be cute for someone else?
Cute for
Just in general.
yes.
You know what
Like,
a cute
we-
bra looks
And the
like.
reason why I brought that up because I saw this video earlier of these two guys. Like they was a little close. Like they
Mm.
were really close. So I'm like, normally you don't see men do that.
Like
Mhm.
get up and
Now-
say, "I'm going to the bathroom." Hey, Vic, come in. We need the bathroom. Together, like
Let's
y'all
do a
women
bathroom
do.
trip.
Like it
That's
was
what y'all do.
really- Like he fed this man a French fry,
Oh God, here we go.
but they wasn't. But they wasn't that way. You see what I'm saying? But
Give me a
that's why
swig of
I'm
what
like-
you drinking over there, bro.
I get what you're saying.
You
I
see
get
what
what you're
I'm
I
saying?
get
Like
what
it's totally different when it
Yeah.
comes to us. Like seriously, I
Yeah.
can actually not now, but I'm just saying if
Yeah.
Sissy and I was together, if I was over her house, like I could lift my bra and be like, Sissy, look at this bra and look, guess how much I paid for it. You
Mhm.
know, without
Yeah.
any problems.
Let me see
but
if I can
men
guesstimate
couldn't.
this too. I can guesstimate good. Lift it up. Let me tell you. I'll tell you how much you pay.
You know what? I can't.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
I get I get
I'll-
I get what you're saying. I think when it
Don't start me. Oh, God.
oh my gosh.
I think with guys, no one never wants to be labeled that something else. Like I really could care less what a man thinks if I got what I got on.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I kind of do. Because if I got it on, if I'm putting it on, yeah, I know the women looking, but if another man be like, bro, you doing that, I'm like, okay, cool. But don't get too personal with it. Just say,
Mhm.
hey man, I like what you got on. Okay, cool, bro. Appreciate it. Leave it there. Because that next compliment is a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Leave
can
it at
see
that at that one.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
because Victor.
Whereas we can go all in, like, "Ooh, sissy,
Yeah.
that's cute," and I like the
Yes.
pink in your shirt. It looks real good. It's bringing out your eyes. Like we can go
Yeah.
real deep.
we ain't doing
Like
that.
we can change clothes in front of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, people that you're comfortable
Yeah.
around. You
So
know,
I
like even like in a even like in a fashion show, you have a bunch of ladies in the same
Yeah.
room changing clothes
Mhm.
without a problem. But
Mhm.
men couldn't do that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
Well, I'm a sports guy, so I'm an athlete, and I come out of that world, so we had to do that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so we did that, and you get around guys, you can change your clothes. We don't
Mhm.
do it too much. At the end
But
of the
that's
day, you
depending
guys,
on the environment.
environment, exactly.
Mhm.
A great point there. But Victor is right, because Victor has his own style, and I like his style, and he's right. It sounds weird.
Mhm.
It sounds weird if I say, "Yo, Vic, yo, that's a bad jacket." Vic likes the combination of shoes and jacket, and he I'll be like, "Yo, you rocking that?" But that's it.
That's it.
Mm.
But if I come out and say something else, it makes it weird, because he's gonna use that word. Yo,
Yeah.
that's
Make it
weird. Yeah, exactly. We don't do that. We know how to say, "Yo, you rocking that," and keep it
Mhm.
moving.
And keep it pushing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. You can't ask. I guess with it, some guys don't can take compliments.
Mhm.
And I don't know if that's a defense. I don't know what it is, but it makes me question why are you paying so much attention to me, bro? You trying to rob me
Mhm.
or what? But you raise my defenses up
Mhm.
if I don't know you and you paying me more attention than I think you should.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But women, on the other hand, girl, a dude can give a woman a compliment saying that she beautiful, he's shy,
Mhm.
he don't never do shit like this.
Mhm.
He come busting up in it. Now you know where I'm going, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
Mhm.
And then all they I should say inhibition, but all they defense mechanism just dropped by a compliment. And that was some bullshit that happened.
Mhm.
But luckily I was there to throw some interference in there a little bit.
Why is it, and we've had this conversation on here, but since we have a new person here, why is it seems that some people have a problem giving other people compliments?
Mm,
Mm. Insecurity?
you think so?
I don't
I
know.
don't
go with
mind.
that.
I don't mind giving people compliments.
Yeah.
Right,
If
but
you
what?
look
Yeah.
good, I'm gonna let you know. If you got a pretty smile, I don't give a damn. I love the way you smile. Like your teeth is so pretty. Like that's just
Mhm.
me. And I've
Mhm.
always been that way. I don't care if you standing behind me in line and I look back and I'm like, oh wow, like
Yeah.
I love your smile. You're so pretty. Like that's me. I do it all the time.
So you said insecurity, Victor. You didn't answer it yet.
I can agree with her as well. I can't agree. It could be an insecurity, but at the same time, I don't want you to make it weird.
Yeah.
Like I can give you a compliment, but then what happens after that?
Yeah. It also could be cultural too, depending on where you grow up. So we were
Yeah.
talking about how we're northerners. When I came to South Carolina, they were very, very friendly.
Mhm.
I wasn't at the time. I'm a very people person. I can be friendly, but in the environment that I came from, you're not as friendly with strangers.
Right. That's true.
So it could be that too.
Well, I think that
Definitely.
some women, I look at women and men, but some people, as you said, insecurities, envy, jealousy,
Mhm.
it's all about them, and they don't want to share. They don't know how to give that compliment. At the end of the day, Victor gets on me at times because he says, I'm a northerner, and I'm flirtatious. It's no way for ands and buts about it. But I give compliments, and it's not coming with an agenda. It's just that I like to put a smile on your face. I like to say these things, but like Victor said, 15, you have to be very careful. Even Veronica said you got to be very careful because people read it wrong. That's not my fault.
Mm.
I'm grown. If you think it's something, ask. I'll
Mhm.
tell you what it is. But I like to. It's not about being a jokester. It's just about I like to. I just don't know what kind of day you had. So if I can put a
Yeah.
smile on your face that
Yeah.
just make a difference in your day, that's what I
Mhm.
like to do.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Mm.
You had to sip. You had to sip on that. I get it, man. Hey, I
Mm.
see you in action. Hey, you right.
You definitely have to be careful, especially these days. People are crazy, and a lot of times people can take what you say and how you say it out of
Context.
context.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm here for you.
I be
I
twisting
think
my words.
especially males, like
Yeah, like
if they're into you, you're not into them, and you're just trying to be friendly. Like they run with it,
I,
and it makes me feel like I gotta be mean.
right. Like someone sent me a whole. Go
Mm.
ahead. What you saying?
I think rejection as a male is something like one of the worst feelings I've ever experienced is miscue, where I thought somebody was being one way with me, but like Fatim said, they was just trying to be nice.
Yeah.
And I misread that whole damn thing
Mhm.
and went face first into it. And they was like, oh. And from then on, I was like, if I don't know damn for sure, like you almost have to be naked in front of me for me to be like, oh, you do like me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of me just jumping out there like that and getting my feelings hurt again.
Mm.
Because I don't know if y'all like y'all feelings hurt, but I try to protect mine.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody likes their feelings
No. But we be the ones
hurting the
most of the
feelings.
times. No, they get our feelings hurt
Mm.
in relationships.
I need for you to
And
go deep on that because I can see the wheels
I'm
turning.
turning right
Wheels
here.
turning.
I mean, I'm
Please.
just saying we normally are the. We're not saying that you guys don't get hurt within relationships. I'm not saying that, but a lot of
You
times,
think we get hurt faster?
yeah, and we let things get to us. We get so deep into it that we let things like bother us. Like it could be the simplest things
Mhm.
in relationships, and we let things bother us, and we get hurt. Say if we have on something nice and our significant other don't even acknowledge that we have on something nice, like we feel hurt by that. Which if y'all have on something nice and we don't say anything, you probably don't care too much to you all.
So one of the last conversations we had on the last show that we did is that we were talking about something that I didn't even realize till I said it, and we were talking about hurt and being and feelings, and I thought about it how in society, us men are taught to tough it up.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
when we look at these things, we say that women, because you don't have a problem identifying with your emotions, us men are told to suppress
Mhm.
because we have to. So you, as you just said, sometimes y'all deal with it faster. It may not be that way. It's just that the way we are built is
Mhm.
that we are told to suppress it. So we don't want to show it because it shows a sign of weakness.
Mhm.
So
you think.
exactly.
So we know. So we know.
Yeah, that's how it's looked upon. And we hear, and Veronica said this: we don't mind to see a man show his emotions and cry, this, that, and the other. And we got that. We understand there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
But we also understand, us being men and y'all saying we want y'all as leaders and we are leaders, then we have to show strength even when times get hard or emotionally tough. We suppress that because we have to show strength.
Mhm.
That's dope, man. I'm glad. I'm glad. See, that was a conversation me and you had.
Yes.
I'm glad that was brought up and you brought that up because that is 100% like, as a man, we can't. I'm not trying to take away from what you just said, but
Mhm.
I think women want to see us show emotions so much
We do.
that the emotions we do show is going to be kind of tied into what we about to talk about.
Mm.
Y'all want to see us emotional, crying, and all this shit, but
Mhm.
y'all normally see what? Anger, frustration,
Mm.
and
Nonchalant.
nonchalant.
Yeah.
Well, is that really a feeling?
Mm.
And
It might get other people in their feelings when you are not.
Yeah.
and I don't want to
Yes.
start. I don't want to
Yes.
start Veronica on this
Sure.
but I'm not going that way about two women and all that. But what I am saying, and I got into this on other podcast, earlier, is that some women, not gonna paint with a broad brush, y'all want us men to be the way you want us men to be. So you ask us certain things, and then when we tell us, y'all may disagree with it because it's not the man that you perceive us or want us to be.
Yeah.
We're men. See, I don't back up from this. It's not that we are always right. It's just that we're men. You're not. I can't tell you that you're a woman and why you do certain things. I can ask you and try to understand. I'm a man. So why do men do this and why do that? And then y'all want to label us. Y'all are not men. And you got to understand. And when we're open and honest about it, and even if you disagree, we're trying to learn one another and understand, even though all men are not the same, just like all women are not the same.
Oh, it would be
So it comes down to values. It comes down to each person's values and what you want to relate with that person in your life and have similar values. And that's why we have to make better choices when we pick, people like our significant others.
And it would be so good if we could have a man that, the way we want.
Oh
a
yeah, you
man
you
to
Right,
be.
man.
we in AI. They got
You know,
robots.
Build a bear
They
man.
got- yeah, build a bear, build a robot.
But in a sense, you can, because if and I know this is I'm a reach real far with this one. If I care about you and you care about me, our values gonna change together,
Mhm.
and I'm going to kind of morph into what you want. In a sense, we both have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
I may not start off like that, but when
Mhm.
we get down into it, you're going to see that, well, maybe you really didn't want this crybaby ass man, this, or maybe you didn't want this big rough and tough
Mhm.
man. You just wanted this dude right here,
Mhm.
and he was everything. Because I think going into it, like, I had this notion in my mind of what I wanted, and when I got what I want, I'm like, shit, I don't want this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I ain't that freaky. If you come up in there and thinking you gonna get 4 and 5 and 6 different positions, that shit ain't happening with me. You get about 6 minutes, 2 positions.
Oh, you
we
moved it
go-
up. Good job, Victor.
Doing leg exercises.
Is that because we got company or something?
No.
Because we got company.
Hell no.
Good job.
That's behavior.
She can go back on the other podcast and see I was like, well, I was up to 4 minutes. I'm about 6 now. You know what I'm saying? I've been holding out.
Them
Man.
damn honey packs.
I've been doing exercises. I've been stretching my legs.
Well, yeah, we
Oh yeah, Jack
we
Rabbit.
do.
Jack Rabbit.
we do have an email letter. So, and it's kind of lengthy. If you want to go
I
ahead and
don't know nothing about length.
That's y'all department. That's y'all department.
Oh,
Look
we
at the
talking about
snickering. Oh, look at them snickering. You okay? Oh, look at their face.
Oh my gosh,
Lord.
this is what happens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a Tangy Tea after dark with us. That's what I'm trying to do.
Not with us.
on the bed.
That's what I'm trying to get them to do.
Jack Rabbit myself tonight.
So your hand is better, huh?
Faithful too.
Don't give you no back talk, no lip.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Well, speaking of anger, let's get into this email letter. It's kind of lengthy. And hopefully we can help this young lady. First of all, thank you so much for writing your email letter. And welcome to all of you who are just joining us. Thank y'all so much. You got it locked into Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything. It gets spicy on here sometimes. And I think this right here is going to take some of you to another level. But
Who's Tasha? She funny. She been having good comments.
Tasha is always in the comments with some good stuff.
She said, "Read it. We don't
Sometimes.
help them anyway."
She ain't gonna be the only one to say that.
Right.
Okay,
John's gonna come. If Cheryl's on here, she's gonna come and say, "Are we gonna help these people?" But anyway, let's get into it. So, anger management may be required. Okay. Says, "Dear Tangy Tea, my boyfriend of 5.5 years are really struggling with my temper that he caused." Right off the bat. First, he asked me to move in with him to another city away from my immediate family, which I didn't have a problem with because it's only like a 30-minute drive back home. Within weeks, we started having a lot of company coming over to the house, and I was not used to that because I never really had company over to my place back home. I'm a homebody and I like peace. I noticed this one female would always come over to our gatherings with her boyfriend, but he would always look mad or seem discomfortable. I one day asked another female there who they were, and she secretly told me that the female used to date my boyfriend. Now I'm questioning him on why he would invite his ex to our house instead of explaining why he's too busy worrying about who told me. Like I told him, when I retrieve information from someone in private, I keep it as such. Wait a minute before I lose my spot. He actually He actually went to see this same ex while he was working one day. I know this from the same reliable source. We got into an argument that it resulted in me flattening his tires on his work truck. The company threatened to press charges against me. I felt as though he did not stand up for me. I had to go up there and explain to them what happened. I had to go to court behind the poor decisions that he made me do. I'm now taking anger management classes, and I had to make arrangements to pay the company for damages to their property. He should have had to pay for the repairs, not me. He caused me to act this way by disrespecting me. He was still messing around with his ex and inviting her to gatherings we had at the house. Come to find out that the reliable source were friends with his ex. So I'm pretty sure she was sharing all this information with me in hopes I would break up with my boyfriend. Yes, after all this, I stayed. I gave him an ultimatum to leave her alone or I will leave. We chose to work things out only because we have a 2-year-old Tyler and I'm not trying to raise my son without his father. To be honest, I'm not sure if I fully forgave him. I'm still having thoughts about leaving. I'm so afraid because I'm not the only one that will be walking away. I have to think about my son as well. My mama always told me to be careful when I fall in love because it's not always going to be the right one or at the right time. I'm educated and I know better, but I let love get the best of me and now I feel stuck. Not sure if I have a question or just want some advice from mothers who may be going through something similar or anyone who deals with anger and not sure how to deal with it. This man has caused me much pain and suffering, just trying to find my way back to being happy.
Ooh, child. Start with prayer.
So, there's a lot in this letter.
Mhm.
A lot that we need to get to. Definitely have some anger issues going on because when you let it get to a point where you start damaging people's property and you doing things that could cause you to end up in jail or something. Luckily she wasn't thrown in jail, but she did have to go to court and all of that stuff. So it's probably on her record. Not sure how that works. But ma'am, a lot of times a lot of people do stay in relationships because of the children. And I've said this time and time again, we love our kids, but we have to put ourselves first sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We can't just stay in a situation repeatedly getting hurt just because we're trying to stay for the sake of our children. So we're putting our happiness on hold for the sake of our children. So years and years and years and years go by and you still unhappy because you're trying to stay somewhere where you're not happy because of your child.
And it can also cause more unhappiness for the child. Like it's
like with
because-
the children sees that. We think the children are too small to understand what's going on, but the kids are smart enough to know when there's conflict going on between the parents. They see it. I'm gonna stop right there and I'm gonna pass it over to Victor because I know he has.
So y'all just gonna dance around this whole crazy ass lady?
I was gonna stop right there because I want to get all the way in, but I know I can be long.
Go ahead.
I can be long-winded.
Please
so
go ahead.
I don't
want to see y'all
long-winded.
dance around how fool she damn is.
Go ahead, Victor.
I want to hear this.
I mean, listen. I'm not gonna say that he pushed her to the point, but someone can make you get to that point where you get so angry and you just lose you just lose all of your good sense, if that makes sense. Like you can, like literally you can really go someone can really take you to a place and then you look back and you be like, why did I do that? Why did I let them take me there? Why? I'm not saying that I went as far as flattening someone's tire or breaking someone's window or doing something that could land me in jail.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I am saying that people can cause you to do crazy things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't pay them any attention, please, because we got to focus on
Mm-hmm.
what
I'll
what
stop focusing
saying.
when y'all started.
And it's not that I'm trying to defend her, but I'm just saying people can take you a place, and then you look back and you be wondering like, why did I go there?
Yeah.
I've done things, I've said things that I regret because I let someone take me out of my character. So she was hurt. This man was bringing this woman to their house,
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that that was his ex, and he was still messing with her.
I mean, think
That's-
about a thin line between love and hate. Like when you're really invested.
Y'all really doubling down
No,
on this
we're
bullshit?
trying to break it down.
I'm
we're breaking
seeing
it down.
both sides,
Yeah, both
though.
sides.
I see both sides.
Not
But
taking
what
both
I'm
sides. Go ahead.
I see the other side too. Like, okay, yes, her actions seem very irrational and crazy, but when you are really invested, somebody is feeding you all this information. I'm in love with you. I love you. Like, we are it, and whatever it is that he may have been telling her. But then she's seeing a different side, something opposite of what he was telling her. Like, that can make somebody really
It's
go
triggered.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you don't know what it could be a trigger. You don't know what her past was like.
Yeah. You never know what someone's situation is. Someone can easily take you there if you let them.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's the
You
thing.
have to have a
Yeah.
strong mind to not let that person take you there.
Yeah.
Because like Christine said, if you invested so much time in this person is telling you, oh, I love you, you know, I do this for you, I go beyond, you know, and then you find out you've been telling me lies all this time. And this
Mhm.
woman that you've been allowing to come in our house as
That's
a
disrespectful.
guest,
That would flip. That would make somebody flip.
knowing that you're still messing with this female. No wonder the boyfriend is looking discomfortable, how she said, when he
Mhm.
comes over, you know, because he probably knew that this was her
Yeah.
ex. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And then just imagine the brother. So now she's thinking all these people knew what the situation was, and I'm the only fool that didn't know. That's embarrassment,
yeah.
frustration, anger.
And I mean, we speaking from, and not all women probably even think like this, but we're thinking from how we're thinking from a woman's perspective, from our perspective. And I'm pretty sure that y'all probably have a different point of view than what we're saying. So go ahead, guys.
I can't believe that y'all gonna justify somebody.
We're not
think it's a
justifying her behavior.
justification.
Y'all making excuses for somebody not being an adult. I don't owe you anything. I don't owe you nothing. If I'm cheating on you, leave or choose to stay there. But I cannot make you do anything.
Why lie?
Why not? You just don't want me to lie to you.
Do you want me to lie to you?
Right.
You can answer that.
I mean, I know he always say lie to me because I don't want my feelings hurt. Like,
exactly.
Lie to me.
Understand that just because you want something, we teach our children that you can't have everything you want. So if we get into a relationship, if shit ain't going the way it's supposed to, it's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 other billion people in the world to choose from. Understand that you can't get your way as a woman. Just because we're in a relationship, this shit ain't gonna go your way. But even if it don't, that don't justify. So I can bust you in your mouth if you lie to me, but you can hit me. You can
No,
flatten my
we're not
tires.
supposed to.
no.
But y'all not once did y'all recognize the fact that she said he made me. He didn't make her do anything. Oh, y'all still quiet. Okay.
No, I could see that. I can see.
Yeah, but I hear it. Come on. Come on.
I can see what you're saying. Like, okay, he made me do these things. Yeah, he didn't make her, but I think
Physically.
what,
There it is.
He
but
didn't physically make it.
but what me and Ronnie was talking about, that's where she's coming from with the he made me, because he lied. It was the force. It was the lies and deceit. that caused the pain that made her do those things.
That didn't make
I'm not saying what she did was right. I'm not saying
right.
that. But I can see the other side where it's like the pain, the anger. Like, I mean, it everybody can deal with it differently. I am a rational,
how can you be
healthy.
how can you say that rationally? You can
No,
say,
no, no. I'm saying I'm a rational, healthy, educated individual. I can go through that situation and I may be able to just to walk away. Whereas somebody else may have had a lot of trauma in relationships and that just triggered them and it makes them snap. And we all gonna respond differently.
so
Right.
so you being a rational individual, there are situations that a man can put his hands on a woman.
Say that again.
With you being a rational individual,
Mm-hmm.
there are situations where a man can put his hands on a
No,
woman.
I never. No.
So that's
And I don't agree that the woman should be putting her. I said what she did was not right. I don't agree that she should have.
there shouldn't be a but ever. She is wrong.
There's always a but.
No, there's not. When we're talking about rationality, there's never a but. You're either rational or irrational. There is no gray. It's black and white. He was cheating, right?
Mhm.
Just because he's cheating on you don't necessarily mean you need to be going out here destroying things.
I agree.
That's what a rational person would not go out there and do that and then get mad because he didn't stand up for you because you destroyed some shit and now you got to go to jail and you want him to fix it because of some shit you did.
But she's not rational. She is irrational and very toxic. That is
But
that's
y'all danced around.
we
all
didn't
of that.
dance
Oh,
around
That's why you
it.
didn't touch it. Go ahead,
What?
Fatima.
All right. So it's easy to be what I call Monday morning quarterback here. And as you read the letter, I felt similar to some of the comments you said, but then I had to take myself back to when I went through something where I acted irrational, emotional, and I had to think. So what I'm saying now is I'm talking to her.
Mm.
I'm gonna talk to her because it's easy not to be emotionally involved in something to give your advice. But
Mm.
when you've walked this walk, I've walked this walk.
Yes.
I've broke stuff in the past, and I'm not talking
Mhm.
about with my late wife, but my wife before her.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And it dealt with a baby father, it dealt with threats, and this is where you get emotionally charged in here.
Mhm.
I do agree with Victor, and this is the problem. She already knows she has an anger problem because she says she goes to anger management.
Now,
She goes there. She
Yeah.
knows that. See, this is where the thin line comes. She says that he should pay for the damage that she did because he made her do that. No, he
Mhm.
didn't make you go out there and puncture. You got so emotionally charged that you did not handle yourself and you went out there and damaged something. That becomes on you. If you went out there and stabbed somebody and you come back and say, my husband or boyfriend made me do that, they're not taking him to jail. They're going to take your ass to
Mhm.
jail. So
Mhm.
I understand and I can empathize with you. But bottom line is you're taking the blame, even though you felt pushed. And we understand that you felt pushed, but you still are responsible for your actions.
Absolutely.
If he'd have slapped you or punched you, and then you would have hit him with a vase and knocked him out and killed him, that's a different kind of thing. But he didn't do that. What he did was disrespectful and he was wrong. But what you did was also wrong at the end of the day. Now you're at this stage. I'm still there. I don't want to raise this child. You raising a child in a toxic situation, which we talked about here, it's not healthy for you, the husband, or the child. You have to make the healthy decision. You talk about being rational. That being rational, you got to be able to step out of your emotions at time. Because when you're emotionally charged, sometimes you can't think rational. I don't care if you are a
Yeah,
rational
I agree with
right.
that.
person at the end of the day. So,
Yeah.
sister, you got to look yourself in the mirror and realize, is this the man for you? And is this the relationship for you at the end of the
Mhm.
day? So you got to look at yourself. You got to see where he was wrong, but you got to look at yourself and see where you was wrong, and you got to grow from this, become a
Exactly.
better
That's what
person.
I said.
Yeah.
where was he
exactly.
wrong at?
Where was he wrong?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, to bring a woman in your house if you're cheating with her,
Right.
that's not cool. That's not cool.
Right.
That's not cool.
You're
right
saying it's
there.
not cool, but
It's not cool.
we're saying I'm asking you where was he wrong?
That's wrong. That's disrespectful. That's
Fair.
that you look at something. If I did that to you, if you was my woman and I did that, I can admit to you I was wrong for that. I was wrong. That's where he was wrong. You don't front this and then somebody else got to go behind you and tell you this. And it's true. And if it's true, because I don't hear her saying he denied it, even though we didn't hear his side of the story.
Yeah.
But you understand what I'm saying? There comes a time where there comes some responsibility on his end
Yep.
there. You know, again, them moving away and them bringing over company, that's their lifestyle. I'm not getting into that aspect. I just think that it comes down to a level of respect in the
Yeah.
relationship
Most
right there. So
definitely.
I just think that he was wrong there. But I'm not saying he was wrong that that pushed her to do these things, because he didn't do that.
Where was the commitment at for him to be wrong?
The commitment is what you have with the person.
But
If you have
They were
trust
married.
and love, if you marry, that's your wife.
but we talking about the letter. They wasn't married, so there's no commitment there. I don't owe you anything.
Well,
you
if
owe me
build-
respect.
You had
don't
me
respect.
moved
You owe me
to a
respect.
different.
No. You moved on your own.
You asked me to.
He
though.
You're doing it as a couple.
Understand something. Y'all trying to rationalize this bullshit. She moved on her own. She didn't have to move.
No, but they did it, but they moved as a unit.
See now,
They moved it as a unit.
Yeah.
I'm not making an excuse. but
you are.
No, I'm not making an excuse.
They
The
didn't
bottom line is if she decided she didn't have to move.
Right.
No, I'm not starting. She didn't have to move, but she decided to move as a unit because
Yes.
they got a
It's
couple.
not a unit, bro.
They
You
got a
moved by
kid.
yourself.
They got a kid. She's
They
not.
got a kid.
And she
yeah.
said it in the letter. I
Okay.
don't want to raise this child by myself. So she's look. See, that's why I told y'all before. I don't get into this whole thing. You married or not married. If you're doing it together
Yeah.
without paper,
Yeah.
I still respect you
Yes,
as doing it
I
as
agree with
man and
that.
woman. I don't get into that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's back up. See,
Mhm.
we missing the point.
Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say the point. My point.
Mhm.
All right. Because we all making points,
Mhm.
and hopefully we'll come to an understanding at the end. My thing is this: when it comes down to free will, what you decide to do with your life, and your life shouldn't have no bearing. I say shouldn't have bearing. You should be able to choose what you want to do and not blame me for the choices that you make, no matter what I'm doing over here. And this is a reach. This is a reach. The whole Cassie situation, I kind of looked at it. You could have left at any time. At any time, you could have left, but you didn't. You chose to stay there and be treated like shit. And now, after 10 years, you want somebody to feel sad for you. Whatever happened to you, I hate that happened to you, but you did that. You assisted this man by enabling him to keep treating you bad. When you were over here, because he lived 30 minutes, or was it 2 hours away? Well,
30 minutes.
30 minutes away. You knew when you left there was going to be, I shouldn't say she knew. You left willingly. The man didn't pack you up and chain you up and take you. You left willingly. The minute the bullshit started happening, when people telling you stuff, you supposed to trust me anyway. So you mean to tell me a reliable source? Who's more reliable than me? If we together, if you trust me, ain't a mother can come in this relationship talking about me to you. And you believe them, so the trust was already gone on your end to start with. So how in the hell can you sit here and tell me that she trusted this man for an outsider to come in who's a friend with the girlfriend to make you start looking at me different?
Okay. Well, here's the thing, and you said a mouthful. But first, when you're involved with someone and you love this person, and whether you're married, you're in a relationship, and you really care for this person, and you feel like they are the one.
When you agree to
You
be in a
pretty
relationship,
much-
that's the commitment.
Yeah, and you pretty much will do anything for this person because you love them, and y'all supposed to be in this thing together.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
and if I'm in love with you and we're that together, and you ask me to, and I'm in a position to move with you, and not even saying I don't have to have your child, but if I feel like you are the one for me, and we feel like, you know, we're these two people that can live together, we can move in together. You ask me to move, okay, let's do it. You know, so not saying that he made her do it, but the love made her do it. The commitment to him made her do
Made
it.
her do what?
Move in with him. So it's not like he made her, as you say, move.
It was a decision.
But it was a
Yeah.
decision that she
She
made to
made.
be with this person who
Exactly.
she
It's a
loved.
decision. It's a decision. He didn't
So it's
make
his
him.
fault.
No,
No,
it's
it's not
nobody's
his fault.
nobody's
All
fault.
right, so
It's not her. It's
All
not
right,
his
so
fault.
so we all agree that it's not his fault that she moved. We in agreement with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can okay.
Well,
let's
let's
then-
backtrack to the emotional part though, because to me, if she expected him to get her or side with her in the legal aspect and get her out of jail, or how did it go? Like she wanted him to help her out of the situation that she
To pay.
caused.
She said that to
pay,
pay
yeah.
for the damage. She
So
did
to me-
property damage.
To me, that was something that
That's-
she maybe had experienced before. That was her expectation of him.
I don't
So
give a
that was
damn.
something-
I don't care if
that's
she experienced it before. She damaged something,
Ex-
and she felt that because of the situation. But she is responsible for her actions.
She
Yeah, she's
is.
definitely.
But what I'm saying is the toxicity.
Right.
That is something that she expected based on previous experiences.
Can I
Could possibly be.
Can I ask
a
Could
question?
possibly be.
Could
so
possibly.
y'all both agreed that she's responsible for her actions, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I got on the record. She's responsible for her actions. He didn't make her move. Okay, keep going. Because I'm gonna make a point at the end of all this.
Okay.
Yeah, he did make her. No one can make you do anything that you don't want to do. Point blank,
Right.
period.
But you can
But
I'm
that's
cooking
the-
now, baby.
That's true, Veronica. But what happens is you get. I just look at back, and my parents are deceased. But I'll tell you straight up, if that had been my mother and my father, you know, my mother met my father at the door because he usually comes home at 6 o'clock. He walked in that door at 12 o'clock. She met him with a frying pan. I come out of a family, not that they were right or wrong, and a lot of us praise our parents, but some of the things that they did were wrong. I don't give a damn. I don't care if they were my parents; they were never always right, and they fought. And when you see this, sometimes you bring that into your relationship at a younger age.
Yeah.
I got into that as I got older, and then like my Hanifa, my late wife, she had sickle cell. So, you grow and you realize that
Yes.
this is not good for me or that person.
Mhm.
But there are things that you see. So we talk about this, but when you get mad, you get emotionally charged. We supposed to be in control,
Right.
but sometimes
That's
we
what I said.
lose control.
That's
We
what I
lose
said.
control of who we are and where
Yep.
we at. A lot of us have hypertension, and
Yep.
we have to have anger management because
Yes.
some of us can't control that anger.
Yeah.
who
And
fault
then
is
we'll
that?
look back. It's
That's
our
our
fault.
fault.
It's
Okay.
our
That's
fault.
our fault.
But then
Okay.
we'll look back at it hours, not even an hour later. We'll be like, why did I do that? Why did I let this person take me out of character? Why did I do
Yeah.
this? And going to Patricia, because I see Patricia.
Sometimes children
comment.
make you go out of character. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Sometimes your own child makes you go out of character and you get
Yes.
mad at them. That's why they say don't discipline your child when you're really mad, because you honestly taking out your anger and frustration on that child.
Right.
How can you go out of character? That's in you. That's a cop out. If you sitting here saying, "Oh, I got so mad, I got out of character, I hit some shit," no, nigga, that's in you.
Well, maybe
is- that
maybe
is-
it's in you.
That's in you.
But-
No,
Right.
understand.
But that don't make it right.
We're not talking about right or wrong. What I'm saying is
Okay.
nobody can take you
You
out
been
of
talking
character.
about right or wrong all night.
You're right. You're right.
Ding.
But what I'm saying is, in order for you to hit somebody, that shit is in you. It's in you. You saying somebody.
But what got you to that point?
Yeah, that's
What
the
got you to that
thing.
point,
Like,
Victor? What got you to that point?
like people can't. I keep saying that. Like you're right. Things that you went through in your past can trigger things in your future.
Yeah.
You went through
Talked
things
about that
as you
before.
you can talk about things
Mhm.
that you went through when you was younger, and maybe you thought you overcame whatever it was,
Mhm.
and something triggered that owed you to come out.
All I'm saying is nobody can
It's-
take you out of character. It's in you. It's in you.
Well, maybe.
I can
I
agree.
mean,
I
that's
agree
just
with
my-
that.
I
I
don't-
agree with
I
that.
don't-
maybe,
I don't-
maybe,
my
maybe
opinion.
it's
And
in
you're
you.
right to have that.
Yeah.
But I'm
I
not
agree
sure
with-
that I fully agree with that.
I mean, yeah, it's in me, but something has got to
Trigger it,
it
trigger
to
it.
make
I
it
agree
come
with that. I
out of
agree
me.
with you. I agree with you.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, some people can do things to you and bring that bad side out of you. And like I said, Patricia comment says, I can't defend this lady because when you get that angry, I can't defend this lady because when you get that angry that you cause so much damage, you need to leave. It's so easy to tell somebody they need to leave. You have to be in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be in that situation and make your own decision to leave. We can sit here all night and say you need to leave. You should have never got yourself in that situation. When you first felt your anger coming on, you should have left.
Mm-hmm. And
If you've never been in that situation, it is so easy to
Yeah,
tell
to say
someone
you
to
should leave.
just
But
leave.
think about it though, he moved her, or she agreed to move with him
Thank you.
away from her family. Who's to say that she has somewhere to go back to?
Yeah.
She said she felt stuck. Who's to say that we don't know what her previous living situation was. They could have been living together wherever they moved from, or whatever the case may be. So she feels stuck there.
I'm gonna ask you a serious question. This is a serious question. Who fault that is? Honestly,
Here we go.
who? No. I need for you to answer that. Who fault is it? Honestly,
it was her decision to move because she didn't have to
But
move with him.
I just messed my comments up. What did mommy say earlier? She said something about she moved based on the trust that she had with him. They established a relationship
That's what
before
I'm
they
saying.
moved.
Yeah.
They had trust in each other, love for each other, and that is what she was relying on.
who?
Wait. Why your voice getting high?
Who? Wait a minute. Let's stick to it.
on,
Let's be honest.
Yes.
Who fault that is?
You worried about the wrong. It's
No.
not about a
no.
fault.
Just-
It's not about a fault though.
Mm.
I can't answer that question.
You
In
don't-
my opinion.
You don't want to answer that.
No.
question. You know why you don't want to answer that question? Because we're talking about accountability. Right now, she moved. You're trying to make all these. Oh, well, she felt stuck because.
So if they were married, then whose fault would it be?
What you mean? I've never been married, so I don't know. See,
Oh.
I'm a
Nope.
dance around.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be honest with you, I'm only speaking from an outsider looking in. We're talking about marriage.
Yeah.
If they were married, it is his fault.
I don't think it's anyone.
Now, why would it be his fault just because they're married?
Because there
Yeah.
was a commitment.
There's a commitment
There's
in the
still a
relationship.
commitment.
Yeah, if you building a relationship
Yeah.
together, at the end of the day, you make a decision as a
Yes.
unit together to do this, and this
Yes.
is how we
Because
moving
if he
on.
didn't want to commit to her, they
It's
never
hard.
had to be in an
Some people
official
never get married.
Yeah,
That's a
it's-
commitment.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
relationship is a commitment.
I understand what Victor's saying, but what we're having a problem is saying the word fault is like a word of blame. And it could be, we're looking
Thank
at
you,
it as a
Karan. It's not about
decision.
fault.
It's a decision that she made. Now, with things changing, I don't think we want to say it's her fault. It's just that now you got to look at and reassess the situation and see, because now, Victor, now if she continues with it, now who fault it is if she continues with it and the same BS continues on. Now it becomes her fault
So-
because it wasn't exposed before.
So let me say this.
Yes, sir.
Every woman in this damn comment section does not want to talk about fault, because I just want y'all to just do one thing with me. I just want y'all to just say this right now. Just say, and this has nothing to do with this letter.
Mm-hmm.
Just say, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
But why am I saying that?
Exactly. Exactly. Why can't you just say it?
What am I apologizing for? What am
so
I
what he
saying?
said-
It's
so-
my
Ain't
fault?
heard absolutely
So,
nothing
so,
about
so
that.
what he's trying to say that it's very
can't say
hard for women to say sorry, it's my fault,
I w-
because
I
a lot of
wouldn't-
women don't have. Some women, not all women.
Thank you.
Some
There you
women,
go.
some women don't want to look at accountability, just like some men don't want to look at accountability, and you cannot look at it. That's why I said she has to look
Tyrone, you
herself
go
in the mirror and see where that she made herself wrong, as the same way of looking at and reassessing this, because that's the only way that she can take control of the situation and become a better person.
Absolutely.
Well, let's go to Herman's comment.
Oh, wait, before you
Herman
do that, y'all not gonna say that?
what am I being?
Right.
What am I?
I
Being,
have
what
no
am I
problem
apologizing
being
for?
accountable for my actions. So you can't compare apples and oranges.
All I asked
If I
you to
did
do,
something to offend you, I would
Oh.
say, Victor, I apologize.
you missed. I just wanted y'all to just say it. I just said you wasn't apologizing for anything. It had nothing to do with anything. I just want to hear you say it. And
So what did I say?
What
I
do you
say?
want us to say?
I could probably get y'all to say all kind of freaky nasty stuff on this camera,
Victor,
but just
it's my fault.
no. That's technically not what I needed you to say or wanted you to say. But
Victor, I'm
everybody-
accountable for my actions. Ding! I need the bell over here.
that's not the accountability bill. But Tyrone did say, but who comment you want to get to?
Herman says Vic is right from a legal point, but a commitment should be honored.
A commitment should be. My job should, once they commit to hiring me.
Stick with relations.
No, we talking about commitments.
Yeah, but when
The
you
word-
know what commitment we're talking about, we're
No.
talking about
A
between
commitment is a commitment.
Oh, but that's not what you just said earlier. A commitment was only marriage for you earlier. Now a commitment is a commitment.
Herman, this is wait a minute. You didn't let me make my point.
You didn't have to.
Ooh, I
Once
need some
again-
more hot tea. Hold on, I need some more hot tea.
So if you let me make my point, on my job, they give a commitment. So I should be able to act how I want to, honor the commitment. No matter if I'm breaking the rules or not, honor the commitment. That's where I was going with that before y'all just.
But then,
If you
but
breaking the rules, then you're
within
not
a,
honoring the commitment.
but within
Because
a,
there's rules and regulations
Right,
at
there's-
every job. There's policy and procedures.
and there's
that you're
policy
supposed
and procedure
abide
in
by.
relationships as well.
Absolutely. So
Because-
you're not honoring the
And
commitment.
that's what happens that creates the problems that when we make these commitments in relationships, that's why I'm saying our values, because some men look at values this way. I'm the man, this is what I say, this is how it goes. And some women saying, I don't live like that in
I
the
sure
1950s and 60s. So it comes down to values, because commitment, there are rules and regulations. But when we say rules and regulations, we're talking about respect and respecting yourself and
Yes.
respecting your significant other that you're in that relationship at the end of the day. You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying?
So let's back up, because y'all making, in my opinion, y'all just dancing around this whole commitment thing. I still don't owe you nothing, because it's a right to work state here. They can fire you for anything. You
well,
know
they're not in the state of South Carolina.
You do owe. Wait a minute. You do owe somebody. Let me just say this. I don't want to play with this because I don't want to play with this because then
Yes.
because if the
We're not
letter
playing.
wait, I'm gonna say this because when the letter if the woman was doing this, that, and the other, I know how I would be up in arms, because there is a commitment, there's a level of respect. And if you running around doing BS, it's like when men run around and do BS, the woman has a right to say, hey, I'm not with this. So we as men say the same thing. We are not with this. So when you make a commitment with someone, you're saying that we have committed to one another to do A, B, and C, and do it with love, trust, and respect.
Absolutely.
And when you start to break these things, it causes other problems, residual problems in the relationship that can break the relationship
Right.
down.
Hey, I want to say this, and,
Yep.
and Herm, go to me to the camera, please, sir. Please. I want to say this because I saw something just now that made me rethink every relationship that I've ever been in, and it was by Quran.
Mm.
It's an expectation.
That's
Yeah.
I feel like a
That's true.
relationship is with mutual
Yes.
expectation.
correct.
But a marriage is a commitment. I've changed my outlook. Quran, you changed my outlook. December the 5th, 2023.
Say that again.
929.
Quran. So she's saying because of a piece of paper.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Yeah.
We're throwing the. We're not. I'm not going to talk about the paper. I don't even want to get
okay,
into that aspect.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm getting from it, just reading that, it took me somewhere. A relationship between two people is a mutual expectation.
Right.
But in my opinion, I'm not committed to you until I marry you.
That's you. That's you.
Me.
Yeah.
Victor.
Quran, clarify.
Yeah, because I don't
and that's
identify with that.
exactly how I'm taking it. That Quran is saying that same thing, but I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with
Yeah.
that.
I feel
neither.
like if you're in a relationship,
It's a
you are
commitment.
you're
Yeah.
Why
committing
get married?
yourself
So what's the
to.
point of getting married?
It's a
That
different
depends
level
on-
of commitment.
Yeah, it's a different
Commitment is
level.
commitment.
It is, but there's a different level.
Yeah, that's a different level of commitment.
So if there's no commitment in a relationship, why get in a relationship? Why not just stay as friends?
Yeah, in a relationship without.
In a situation.
Well, what the marriage does, let me just don't beat up
she
on
said that's
marriage.
not exactly
Wait a
what I'm
minute, wait,
saying.
Let
Sorry,
me,
boo.
let me
No,
don't
I'm
beat,
telling
let me
you
let
what
me
I'm
just
talking
beat up
about.
on
No,
that
I'm
shit.
talking about Quran.
Wait,
No,
let
I'm
me.
just telling you what I was.
Yeah.
What you took from it,
what
and
I
she
took from it. But that's not what she's saying. But
Yeah.
that is
But
What you're
how I'm
saying.
But
looking.
Go ahead.
I'm with me and Veronica is on the same page when we're saying that in a relationship we still look at the level of commitment even if we're not married.
correct.
What Quran and Victor are saying
She
is
ain't
that when with the expectation in the relationship versus the marriage, that in a relationship there is no real legal commitment, because in a relationship where there's no marriage you can walk away and quit it any day and
Mhm.
there's no repercussions from that.
Financial.
Where if you marry, there are repercussions. So you think before, because you got to go through trials and tribulations to get a divorce and this, that, and the
Yeah.
other. So I understand.
But that's not what she's saying. Quran said that's not what she's saying. So what I'm saying. All right. So let me try to.
Good point, Tyrone. I
don't
mean,
agree.
Read it then.
He says,
said-
"I don't." Go ahead.
go ahead, Victor.
I don't agree. The only thing marriage does
Is file
is
your.
file your relationship with the government for tax purposes. And I can't fault him for how he
Yeah, I
thinks.
can't. Yeah.
I don't
Right.
think that.
And marriage does
I mean-
protect, and it does protect women more than it does protect men, unless there is just a vile violation by a woman. But marriage does protect, especially a woman in a relationship.
Mhm.
You understand? It does. There is a level of protection,
Yeah.
because you got to realize if you are boyfriend girlfriend and we've been together 20 years, and then God forbid I pass and we have no children, you understand? My mom's, if she's living, she's coming in.
Yeah.
And she's overruling you, and no matter what me and you discuss,
Unless-
unless I write it down
Yeah,
and put it in
yeah.
the will.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. But if you're my wife, ain't nobody coming in to trump you.
So
You
can I?
understand? So there is a level of not only expectation and commitment, but there's a level of legalities that protect you.
Same with cheating. As a boyfriend cheating, there's no, repercussion. But as a married husband,
There are repercussions for boyfriends cheating.
not the same though. I can divorce you and you paying me money because you cheated.
And I can cut your penis off as a boyfriend and keep it moving.
So I'm glad you
Go
I'm
to
glad you
jail,
say
but that's
that.
another story.
So the repercussions of
She said penis. Oh my God, Veronica.
so the repercussions of
Joke, people, joke. Go ahead.
cheating-
Get
repercussions
the
of
passes
cheating
together.
is you want to be compensated financially because I hurt your heart, right?
I'm not saying that that's what I want. I'm saying that that's what differentiates a marriage versus
But you
a
don't have to
relationship if you were cheating in either one.
but you don't have to accept that monetary gift that judge is trying to award you. You realize that,
You
right?
do. I mean,
No,
I
you don't.
agree.
Yeah.
don't. You don't have to.
Yeah.
So there is repercussions as a boyfriend or girlfriend if it's cheating. You lose that. You have a possibility of losing that person. I think when it comes to that, when men get to
But you should
cheating,
have thought about that before you cheated.
because I don't care. That's just it. I don't care.
Mhm.
If I cheat on you, I don't care.
Clearly.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So that's the part that I don't think y'all get. I
Mhm.
know people talk about men. That's why I'm an advocate. I don't cheat. I'll let you know, like, bro, I'll leave it just like that. We could be lovey-dovey on Monday, and Monday night I can say, you can kiss every crack in my tail. But all I'm saying is that
How many cracks you got in there?
I was thinking my mind went somewhere else, and I was like,
She was on it.
but
Shaking on her feet there.
um,
How many cracks in your tail?
I've learned not to stay where I ain't wanted. You feel me?
Yeah.
Once I start feeling like I'm unappreciated, I'm gone. But
Mm.
sometimes I pull the trigger prematurely in more ways than one.
So,
but
Mhm.
so Victor, I don't want to put you on
man,
the
you
spot.
can't come behind me when I say that.
I
Oh
wish.
no! I had this in my mind because I want to say this, but you walked prematurely. No, you walked into this one, but I'm putting this out here. But and you can answer it if you choose. This it's not a question to you. I'm just going to make this statement. A lot of men look at how the system works today.
Yeah.
And they are petrified,
Mhm.
or they are not going to be to the point of manipulated to the point that when they get married and they're whatever happens within that relationship, and then they are taken to the bank because the system doesn't work in the advantage for men. It tends to tilt towards the women. I've had judges and other workers on our show that talk about this. I'm not talking about the men that are abusive and this, that, and other, that you deserve what you get. But I'm telling you, a lot of people stay away from marriage. Victor said, I've never been married. I can walk away when I choose to. He's never been married. I wonder if that would change somewhat if he has been married or when he gets married. You understand? If he do choose that. But a lot of men today and a lot of people in relationships are they just don't want to get involved with that because it's just too much nonsense today. It don't even seem that a lot of people stay together. Your parents have been together for a long time. My parents was together for a long time. I hit a snag in a relationship that after I was in 32 years. You understand? You know, I'm just glad that when she passed, we were in a better place.
Yeah.
But the reality is you don't want to be dragged through the court system. You understand? Because you talk about child support, and a lot of men want to do the right thing, but because you may cheat, let's just say I'll deal with the man. The man may cheat, but he's still going to put in and pay and do everything. But you get so mad, I'm going to take him through the system. I'm going to do that because I'm hurt and
Right.
I'm mad.
Yeah.
That is that fair? So a lot
No,
of men
it's
say,
not.
I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's not. You got at the end of the day, if I cheat on you, I don't give a damn about you. That's if I cheat on you, I don't give a damn about you. I don't care about. I don't. It you can sit here, see, for anybody to rationalize that and saying that, oh well, we got. I don't care. I don't care. For me to cheat on you, I don't give a fuck about you.
I think
I don't.
I
I
mean,
think some
being
people-
Victor's,
I
we
don't.
have to agree to disagree because I
Yeah.
disagree with that. But I do understand that Victor's speaking from his perspective, and
Yeah.
I've learned not to because now I understand he's speaking from his perspective. But I've known people that love their significant other, and I've said this before, and I'm not justifying it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there are people because we look at cheating as an in all that I'm doing this. That means I totally disregard you or don't love you.
Yeah.
There are people that do love their wives and don't want them to get hurt, and they don't want to get caught. Once you get caught, you understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, Victor and y'all jumped on me, and rightfully so. When I wrote that letter to this other young lady, and I got caught, I didn't come to my wife and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was doing." I know every damn thing I wrote on that letter. I hate that I hurt you.
Mhm.
I hate that, but I made a conscious decision, and it didn't take away my love from her.
Mhm.
You understand? But my feelings developed for another woman in a different way. I didn't want that woman to replace my wife,
Yeah.
but my feelings. And then I look back at why it happened, and then me and my wife had that discussion.
Mhm.
We had that discussion. So I'm saying it's not that you may say it. Some people cheat and they don't disregard, but there's some people that
I didn't
See, that's what I was
I
gonna
need
say.
y'all to back up. I didn't say I need y'all. See, y'all don't listen. I never said if a man cheat.
No, you never said. You said
I said
if
I.
you. That's
If
what I'm saying.
I cheat.
I don't give a f
damn.
about you.
I'm not speaking about anybody else but
you,
myself.
and I agree with you. That's
And
why I
Miss
said.
Jack- yeah, exactly. I can't speak for nobody else.
Yeah.
Because some people, like you said, there are people out there that have menage a trois and
Yeah, because y'all say two
swing.
people can love a person can love two people.
Damn right.
That's
That's right.
I think that could possibly happen. I'm not doing that, but I've seen that. I think I've heard guys talk about
Yeah.
they love sometimes the side woman keep the marriage happy. I've heard
Exactly.
that, and
Yeah.
I can only just.
Don't get me and Veronica started.
Well, I'm not. All I'm saying is that if
we
you
on good
say it,
behavior,
if you say it and I see it, then I'm like, okay, that works for you. That shit just don't.
and
Yeah.
I respect that, and that's what I've learned
Yeah,
now.
Like
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Right.
If I've ever cheated on somebody, I don't get. How the hell can I give a damn about me?
Right.
How can I care about you with all this stuff that we building over here?
Right.
And I'm doing some shit over here. Like
Mhm.
that's me.
Because they say that they're liking something
Okay,
from the house.
that's true.
Could be.
That's true.
The one that they're with
Uh-huh.
is not giving them something.
You're
They're
right.
missing something. So
So-
they're gonna step
and it
out
could be
to get
greed,
that
too.
something.
Yeah, I was gonna
that
be
they're
say
missing.
But that's
Right.
that's a cop out.
Um,
You know why that's a cop out? Because if and this is a reach here. If I'm lacking something, then I need to go get it. So if we lacking milk in the house, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna get the milk and bring it back in the house. If we lacking whatever, we bringing it back to here. Why is you going all outside and you don't eat everybody food? You know what I'm saying? You got to come back to the crib and fix this shit here. If not, let's just split up and go someplace
Right.
else.
Y-
You know what I'm saying?
I
I
agree.
agree
Karan. I
with
was just
that.
about to say that. She said sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes the cheater is lacking something. That's what I was about to say. I think sometimes they're lacking and their insecurities takes them outside. Maybe they feel like they not bringing everything to the table. They feel
Small.
So let me
Yeah.
read what I wrote earlier today on Tori and Miss Tanya
Who's
podcast.
on a what?
The podcast.
What?
I wrote something about
where?
cheating. All right. Anyway,
Talking about another
I talked
pod-
about. I was asked.
Right?
I was.
Excuse
Yeah,
us.
I just want to read them because it.
You didn't want to hit.
Okay, here we go. Anyway, I was asked the question: Why do some men cheat? So I responded just with 4 responses. I said it could be 1, lack of emotional connection; 2, variety of excitement; 3, unmet sexual needs; and 4, opportunity and temptation. That's just 4. And it's not making excuses. These are reasons. These could be some reasons why people go out there and cheat, and vice versa. We're looking at men. There's women that can. This 4 can fit their needs too. There could be something missing at the end of the day. I hear a lot of women complain that men get complacent in a relationship and the women feel like they take it for granted. We don't go out to eat like we used to. We don't do this. You don't compliment me this way. And that's why we said in a relationship, a marriage or a relationship for a long period of time, you still should be dating one another as well. It may
Mhm.
not be as prevalent in the
Mhm.
beginning,
yeah.
but you should continue that because if you love one
Throughout,
another,
yeah.
exactly, to keep that enthusiasm and keep that
Mhm.
excitement going.
So I honestly feel like there are any woman I've ever dated, if the spice wasn't there, they've always done anything and everything that I've asked for. I mean, like I said, I ain't no freaky type motherfucker anyway. But
Mhm.
if something is lacking, I'll say, hey man, you might need to, so and so,
Yes, have that
Right.
communication. Yeah.
But it's just one thing a woman can
Communicate.
tell a man that'll probably hurt his spirits. Y'all know
Yeah.
what that is, ain't it?
Yeah.
I don't think there's only one thing that
Yeah,
a
there
woman
is.
can tell
Yeah,
you.
there's
What is
there's-
it, Victor?
She might say you need to go a little deeper, and I'm like, she ain't the damn thing I could do about that.
And I can't. I ain't got no space shuttle.
That's all I got.
I ain't got the space shuttle.
I
If this,
bottomed out, baby.
this Greyhound bus ain't gonna get it. Hello.
But on a serious note, I mean, on a serious note, man, for real, like you can, when it comes down to a woman, it's like, to me, there's no limits. Now, like I said, I ain't that freaky, but there is no limits. There's no limits. Y'all are put on the wigs and the heels and the clothes, and I'm just laying there in my drawers with holes in them, waiting on you to come in looking pretty. Like y'all take so much pride in the bedroom and looking all nice and smelling good and all that other shit, and we just date. But if you tell me some shit like that in that bedroom, man, I'm out. I believe that's one of the most hurtful things a woman can say.
Even if you've been with that woman for a long period of time and when she got the courage up to tell you that,
Man, you tell me some shit like that, I'm going to jail. And it's your fault.
oh, now it's our fault.
Ah.
Herman
Same-
says y'all capping.
Yeah, the same
Cheating
way
is
that
greed.
y'all. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was reading his comment.
You gotta read it. Finish.
No, he was saying y'all capping. Cheating is greed. A man just exercises his options. Some men have more than you know.
That's true. That's true. We do have options, and just like women have options too. Women have options, and see what
They
happens.
got way
is,
more options than we got.
and what happens is, the society. We're in a male chauvinist society. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So we do, we get pat on the back. You understand? But what you do, you get labeled.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
get labeled with all kind of,
Rightfully so.
this, that, and the other. But y'all get you get the same itch we get. You understand what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying? And now things are not as control, meaning that you women are making as much or more money. You're more in powerful positions. You're feeling what what men used to feel, and now the level, the playing field has leveled now,
Mhm.
and it's tilted somewhat, because I look at some of these young boys that don't want to go to school and get an education, and women are surpassing them and getting these degrees and getting
Yeah.
this kind of money. So you becoming more powerful. So now the role of being a man, because I'm a male, I'm the man and I'm in charge. A lot of women is like, you got to lead by example. And if I'm doing everything like you should be doing, then who is really wearing the pants in the family? And a lot of men cannot deal with that.
Yeah, I still want the man to wear the pants.
I understand that.
I still want to feel feminine.
And I
You know what
understand
I'm
that.
saying?
I understand
But
that.
at the same time, I still want to be
Right.
I don't want to say I don't want to lead,
Mm.
but I don't want to follow you.
But what happens if you are that leader type person? You're making the money, you're running the household, even though you want that man to lead. It is hard for you to be in that powerful position and have a man that honestly some people look at as a boy. You will not be led by a boy. I'm telling you, women that are in powerful positions that still respect their husbands or boyfriends, but that man is not a man, you will never be led by a boy.
I don't think
Yes,
his
you will.
salary makes him the man. I think his character makes him the man.
You-
So if he,
That's
if
why I
we,
use the word boy.
Yeah.
if we are aligned, then I think that if I made more money than my partner, I would be able to allow him to still lead.
We talked
Yeah,
about that before.
exactly.
If you make 200, we went there before, 250,000, he make 40,000. Hell no.
Yes,
You
yes, you would. That dick got to be dynamite.
That might be it.
But can we be realistic? It
Oh,
doesn't.
bullshit.
No,
Can we be
Y'all
realistic?
lying.
But, can
but
we
that's
be
not
realistic?
everything. But that's not
And
everything.
I
That's not
always
everything.
say that,
Yeah,
and
that's not
Victor
everything.
always say that.
Right.
But the thing is with me, your penis is
amazing.
not the main factor to me.
At all.
Quran, wait a minute. Quran says you allow the man to still lead regardless of whether you are the breadwinner. Depends if there is a disparity, a large disparity. Like I said, you a lawyer, you making $500,000 a year.
You
and
keep
he's
going
bringing
up. Let's
70,000.
stay realistic.
Wait a minute, Fatine. Wait a minute. So
Come on, Fatine.
Because it's the respect that for me, it's the respect that you have for that man. If our
Yes.
values and morals align, then I can.
They
you
align
can
when you
lead.
got them together, but as you continue to grow and he doesn't grow, your values change.
Well, hopefully,
don't tell me they don't change.
hopefully we're growing together.
Yeah.
Christine,
You hope you grow
That's
together,
the
but what if
thing.
you don't
So
grow
whoever
together?
I get with, we're gonna grow together.
What if
I'm not
you
trying
don't
to
grow
grow-
together?
I'm-
If we
We can
don't
what?
grow together,
Are
that's
we
a
gonna
different
what if-
conversation.
Yeah, but what if you don't? Just answer the question. What if you don't grow together? Then what happens?
I said
And
it's
that's
a
become
different
a
conversation.
yeah, that's a different conversation. There,
So-
that becomes the problem.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
a conversation.
That's
that
all
we-
I'm saying.
you been with somebody where you make significantly more than him?
Mm-hmm.
You have. Y'all still together?
Okay.
But not for those
All right.
reasons.
Oh, no, no.
Not for those
you.
reasons.
Let
Not
me
for
drop
those
this mic.
reasons.
You know what? That's done. That's it.
Thank you.
But not for those
Listen, I'm a defense
reasons.
attorney.
Thank you.
Prosecutor, you don't get
Well,
another
you
shot.
fired because you're a horrible attorney.
Yeah.
That is
Let
not
the
the
jury to
reason.
make the decision.
No,
that's it.
that's not.
Way to go, Vic.
That was not the reason.
Give me that damn
I
bell.
don't know.
Yeah.
No, they tripping.
No, that wasn't the reason.
But I'm gonna tell you this: you gonna sit here and a woman will try to make their point because y'all ain't had zero accountability. You had to think, well, I ain't talking about no. When y'all was together, you mean to tell me he didn't?
He didn't what?
He didn't make as much money as you,
Yeah, he didn't. I made more.
and you were
Significantly more? Significantly?
He made more money. I mean, I made more money than him. But
Significant.
that wasn't the reason of the breakup. That's the point you're making.
No, that's
So
not the
unding
point.
the bell.
I'm not. That's not the point I'm making. So I will say this,
Mhm.
and women will protect their people. For a woman to sit here and say, "Yeah, I make more money than my man," she ain't gonna never say that. Not while he's standing there, and not how we can put
No, I would.
face with him.
No, I would not say that I make more money than. Why would I try to disgrade
Yeah.
him in front of someone else?
So
No,
so
I'm
then it don't matter. So you're saying it don't matter.
not in front of, not so everybody to
Even
know
behind
What
closed
doesn't
doors,
matter?
that he makes
less
less.
money than you.
I mean,
No.
no.
If I agree to be with you, knowing how much money you make, then why would it matter if
When
I
will
agree
you-
to be in a relationship?
So the agreeing to be in a relationship, how would you know that you make more money than me?
We've
Some-
had a conversation about it.
About money? When does that start?
and not even
let
that.
me take notes.
Say-
So when the
You better take notes, because if we're going into a relationship, okay, if we're in a relationship and we're moving forward, we should talk about those things, because I want to know how you handle your money. I don't necessarily have to know how much, but I need to know how you handle your
handling
money.
and making is two different things now. A guy that makes $30,000 a year can be way better with money than a guy that makes $130,000.
But see, my thing is, it doesn't matter how much you make. You're gonna handle your money how you handle it.
That's facts. So
Yeah.
So again, I don't have to know how much your salary is, but I need to know how you handling it. I need to know that if I get sick and I'm not there to be your partner to handle these bills, that while I'm bedridden, you still making sure things happen.
But what happens if he's not making enough to handle what y'all did together?
My income will still, supplement that, but I need him to be responsible enough to make sure things are being paid in full and on time.
Mhm.
I'm just telling you, when you get into get into
Right,
these
got it.
reality situations, I'm telling you, the values can change. I'm not saying that people,
they will
again,
change.
there are men
will
with
change.
women that make money, but I'm just saying that you talked about it, as you grow, you hope that that person is growing, because there's a lot of people, and I don't like to put this on titles and stuff, because there's a lot of people who don't even have a high school diploma, who might have a GED or whatever, and they become leading their own businesses. So it's what you do and how you go about it. I'm just looking at that, when you don't, when you're growing and you're not growing together, and when you become powerful, it's one thing to sit here and say it from a perspective of looking outside in. When you become powerful and when you realize, I'm paying for the cruise, I'm paying for this, and you can hardly barely pay for anything, you start to look at the values and
But
say,
you knew that when you went in.
well, what happens if you grow? You grow.
What kind of what if it?
We're growing together. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want someone that I can
if I'm
grow
improving
with.
in my career, my salary, you should be growing too and improving in your career and your salary. Shout out to my friend Drea. She's had a question. The question is why men are not comfortable with being with a woman who makes more money than them. So Ronnie and I said that we were okay with a man having a salary less than ours. Why? You mentioned earlier that the woman had the power because we have this higher salary. What is it for the man that they aren't comfortable
Because
with?
they feel less than a man. Very simple. Very simple. We ain't got to go around the block on this.
Yeah.
So
We feel
Yeah.
less than a
I'm
man.
gonna tell you, Tyrone.
Come on with it, because Tyrone's throwing some jewels out there, as y'all say.
I don't want Tyrone. Trust me, I'm not taking a shot. I'm not. I feel like what you're saying is what you're standing on, but I have to disagree with you on that. He says money doesn't make manhood. I disagree with that 100%. I feel like it does. And then he says the day he leads with his money is the day. I don't want to quote. He says something about leading with his money.
I'm not confident as a man.
So that's what gives me my confidence is my money. And Tyrone, I don't want to switch your words, so I'm not going to keep saying his name because I don't want him to think I'm shooting at him. So I'm gonna just use myself as an example. My money is what sets me aside from everybody else. What I have on, what I drive, where I live, what I have in the bank sets me aside from everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Not to say that I have a lot or I'm doing a lot, but understand that I can be confident because if this shit don't work, I'm still good. Tyrone, I'm not trying to twist what you're saying, but that's just how I feel.
Right.
I feel like a lot of men feel that way.
Yeah.
That money is like their power. It makes them very confident in any situation, whether it's in a relationship or not.
Exactly. Because
let
a
me
lot
get-
of women, a lot of people in a relationship, a lot of women, sorry, Veronica, a lot of women look at it is it brings a level of security. It brings a level of comfort. You understand? Even though Tyrone said this, and I'm not taking a shot at you, but I'm not going to keep making disclaimers. He mentioned about if you live above your means, sometime in a relationship that your significant other is tired of living paycheck to paycheck. Maybe you, Tyrone, are in a better position where you may not live in paycheck to paycheck, but there's a lot of people that live in paycheck to paycheck, and they want to go on. They may want to go on a nice vacation, but they can't. They got to pay their bills. They got to be responsible. But sometimes people live above their means because they want to enjoy life. Because sometimes people just say we just go through so many problems and then we just die, and there's nothing. There's no life. So that's what I'm saying. You have to reevaluate your situations and work as a unit to take it to another level as a unit if you're doing it as a unit.
And
Go ahead.
before you get to, I want to read some of these comments that's
Go,
coming
go.
through because they're good. Goddess says, if she loves him, she will protect his feelings by not throwing it in his face and still allowing him to be the man. And that's exactly right. Why would you want to throw that,
Yeah.
and especially around people? Not yet
And that's
alone in the
disrespect.
house, y'all two together. Like, why
Yeah.
would you want to throw that in his face? I
In
wouldn't
the
do
heat
that.
of the moment, sometimes people will make you go there. But sometimes you don't know when you hurt people's feelings.
Sometimes,
But you also, I can see them throwing it in the face if that person isn't doing what they're supposed to.
that part,
I
yeah.
give you that one.
And they
But-
deserve that. And they deserve that.
Oh,
They deserve that. Damn right. They deserve that.
So we could go back to that. Tyrone says, so your woman is justified to leave the day she starts making more. What happens when all that stuff is gone?
So
Mm.
Tyrone, I'm gonna say this, and like I Tyrone makes good comments, and
Yes.
I don't like talking to people through the comment section.
That's why he need to come on the show. I keep telling him.
I'm gonna talk to him in a minute.
I
Go
feel
ahead.
like she's justified to leave whenever she's ready. A marriage shouldn't hold you. A relationship shouldn't hold you. The kids shouldn't hold you. Whenever you're ready to leave, just bounce.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really on that. Like, I really feel like that. If I'm done, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be no place that I'm not wanted or I feel uncomfortable.
You said a key word. If you're done, a lot of people aren't done until they're done.
But he
You know what I'm
said
saying?
she
That
said-
one time that they cheated, or that second time they cheated. Some people still aren't done until their feelings are completely done.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm
But he
saying?
said that she justified to leave if she start making more money. If she feels that way, then yes.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna go there. So Tyrone, it's a blanket statement.
It
And when I
is.
say it's a blanket statement, when you use the word money, but if you look at it from the perspective of it's money, but she's outgrowing him. If she's outgrowing him, then damn right she's justified. Because what's the purpose of being in a relationship if you're not happy and you're making more money and you outgrowing a person? That's what I'm saying. We stay in relationships because we make that commitment and whatever your values are. But sometimes you're not happy and you're miserable. And I don't believe living your life
Mhm.
miserable. So a blanket statement of just justified of just making more money. It's other things and other factors that may go along with that money that may cause that woman to outgrow that person.
I think, and I don't want to twist what he's saying. I totally get what you're saying, Tyrone. You're saying if she make more money, should she leave? If she feels like that's because some women have non-negotiables. Some women like, if I ever make more than you, I'm out. If I know this going into it, and she gets to that point, I mean, I signed up for it.
Mhm.
I mean, it is what it is.
I think that's selfish.
It's not. Wait a minute. How can she or anybody be selfish based on what they want in life?
I mean,
If you want a man to make $200,000 a year, they're out there. There's plenty of them out there.
yeah, but what are you doing?
It don't matter what she's doing. That's what she wants.
Well, then
No,
that's what
she don't
I
have
mean,
to do anything.
No, she don't. But can we be realistic here? Like,
Yes, there's-
so you're only looking for a man to make $200,000.
What's wrong with that?
What are you doing?
It don't matter.
So
what
if you're looking for this man to make $200,000 and then this man end up leaving you, what, you gonna go look for another man that's making
I
$200,000?
guess, but
So what are you saying? If is she making 200,000?
No, he. she only wants someone that's making $200,000.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong
If
with
you're
it. To
not
each his
making
own.
that, then I don't think you should be requiring
Wait a
something
minute,
that you
see,
can't
why-
even
wait a
provide.
minute, see, y'all-
To
y'all-
each his own.
So with that logic being said, there's a lot of men that would be single out here because y'all don't make what we make. Realize that now. And I'm speaking very, very, very confidently here. Y'all don't.
No, Christine just said
Yeah.
if you don't, if the man is making 200,000, but you're not making 200,000, but you're trying to find someone, you're looking for a man to make 200,000, but you're not making it. So why are you expecting this man
Yeah.
to be making
Now,
so much
okay,
money when
men
you're
do make
not?
more money than women, but I'm not saying that the woman has to make 200 per se. Maybe she's making 120, 150. Okay, it's
don't
similar, but what if she's making only 20,000, but she
It-
want a man with
It don't
200?
matter. If that's what why are y'all knocking somebody for
I'm not knocking.
I'm not.
What I'm saying
That's what I said.
is
To each his own. But
if somebody wants something, I'm not knocking them for what they want.
I'm not either.
So you're not knocking them for
But
what
I'm
they
just
want, but what
saying.
Veronica's saying, you're right, Victor. So let's put a period there. You're right.
Period.
You're not knocking. If that's what they want, they do that. What
Mhm.
Veronica is also saying is, what are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
Because what's going to keep my interest that I'm making the 200,000, and what are you bringing to the table? If you're not working, and what are you bringing to level this out? Because I can get any woman.
You know what
to do-
she's bringing. Y'all do
I can, and that's not going to keep me because
But
any
that's
other
you.
woman can do
but,
that.
But understand, that's you. I just said she says she wants a man that make 200,000. That's it. That's it.
I'm gonna tell you, Victor, and I'm confident on it. You make $200,000, and the woman coming there ain't bringing shit to the table. That man will run roughshod over that
Victor
woman
has
with
said- and Victor
ease
has
Not
said-
true.
because he's power.
Victor,
That's
you
why.
say that all
That's
the
why
time.
Cassie. That's why Cassie stayed because of the money and the power.
Power.
And that's why she stayed as long as she did, and she got fed up and tired, and that's why she finally
I-
left.
She
I'ma
got
call-
fed up and tired, but
I'm gonna call you out though.
No, I want
because
you to.
because you always say that the man that making the he has the power. The woman can't
does.
say ish to him because he is the one that's
You're
making all
right.
that money.
but how long? But what I'm saying is, she said, "I want a man with 200." I'm not knocking you for that, but you got him. Now you know what you got to do. But I'm not gonna knock you for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no, we're not knocking,
yeah,
that's what
we're
I'm
not-
saying.
That's what I'm.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
disagreeing with you on
nobody
that.
for
Yeah.
going out because
Yeah, you can want what you want. Don't mean you gonna
Right.
You gonna get it or
Yeah, I'm
keep
not
it.
disagreeing.
Or
I
get
mean,
it or
yeah,
keep
or
it.
there's
keep
ways
Damn right.
to get out there and go and keep it. You're gonna have to do some shit, but or put up with some shit. But yeah, there's
Put
ways
up,
to
yeah.
keep it. You got to put up with a lot.
Oh, that's yeah.
You know, I don't want to get personal, but what I'm saying, and I'm saying this now, I'm a good-hearted person, and I don't mind looking out for you, especially if times are not going good. But what I'm saying is, if I'm not getting anything from the relationship, if every time it's like, can you bring me this? Can you do this? And what am I getting out of it? And if you think that you can give me some backside and that I'm going to be content at my stage, I'm like, hell no. And that's what, and I don't want to hurt people's feeling, but I'll tell you straight up, what am I getting out of this? And if you think that if you opening your legs is enough for me, I need to be nurtured. I need something to not just for my
Stimulate your
physical,
mind.
it got to be for my mental. It got to be for my spiritual. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what it is. You're not the only one, and this is how I roll. And I'm gonna give you that respect. And we talked about this here. I'm gonna give a woman that respect, even whatever you bring to the table,
Right.
because you
You're right,
deserve that respect and know how I'm moving. Because now you have to make a decision if you're going to continue to deal with me on the way I'm moving. A
Right.
lot of men lie, or a lot of people lie because they don't want to lose what they have. That's why we lie.
Mhm.
Tyrone, you right. We
Yes.
we moving too much. But I'm gonna
No,
say
we-
this for team.
Yes, sir.
She give me enough coochie. I don't give a damn what she doing. This is what it is. But everybody ain't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't the same.
You get tired of
you
seeing-
erase my mind a couple times a week. You about to do what you want to do.
I mean, look.
So-
Did y'all see this real quick? I don't know if y'all know. I bring up her name, Corinne Steffens, that superhead. Now I bring her because she. I just saw a video that she said, and she said any man that she gets with in a relationship,
Mhm.
they have to deal with her keeping Lil Wayne in her life. She said, I put it on the table. If you don't want to deal with me and deal with that, that's it. That's fine. But she's out front with that. And I respect her for that because she put out there, even though you might not agree with her lifestyle, I understand that, but at least she puts that out on the table. So when she said, I put that out there, she puts that out there. Now it's up to your choice. Now, if you think that you're going to get in her life and try to change her, then it's your fault because she put that out there.
Well, I feel like anything that you lay on the table before you all
Yeah.
even get together, then that's up to you whether you're
Exactly.
going to,
Mhm.
That's it.
continue with
I'm gonna just lay my
this
weenie
person.
on the table. No matter. I hope it's a
They-
small table.
Being a sausage.
Stop laughing.
Let's wrap this up. You know what?
I ain't wrapping up. the Damn. thing.
Final thoughts on this letter. Like what Sissy, we'll start with you.
Yeah,
Don't start with
yes,
me.
you the guest, girl.
you.
I'm guest
Let
too.
me start with the guest. What would you tell this lady in a letter?
I would tell her to focus on herself. I would tell her to pray, maybe get some counseling, work through those anger issues, and reevaluate her position in life.
Mhm.
She definitely doesn't need to, in my opinion, be with anyone at this moment with the behavior that she's displaying. I just think it's toxic, and she, she deserves better, not only for herself but for the people that she's dealing with.
Mhm.
Victor, what?
I'm sitting here reading. I'm listening.
That's why we try not to read the comments when we're giving final thoughts
Oh.
because
I'm-
we can lose focus. But
I'm,
go ahead,
I
Sissy.
can hear you.
Go ahead,
The same. I mean, I don't know why you getting upset.
No, I thought she was.
The same reason when we be talking to y'all zone out and vice versa.
No, you was laughing. I thought you was.
I
No,
wasn't
he
laughing.
was
You-
like,
Go
I'm
ahead.
pretty sure he was laughing at Patricia's comment.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
My
Victor.
final thought
Oh.
is going to be, ma'am, you crazy as shit.
Oh my
No
gosh.
accountability. She doesn't. I mean, it is what it is. You slash my tires, Starly, or buy me some more. You know what I'm saying? I got insurance. Like, there's zero accountability on her part. You're the reason for your demise. You didn't have any discernment. You didn't have a backup plan. It is what it is. I hate that you put yourself in a situation where that somebody took advantage of your vulnerability mentally and financially.
Mm.
That was just not nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just keep it at that.
I'm gonna just say and it's coming kind of in the line of this, sister. Don't let nobody pull your strings. Don't become anybody's puppet. You had a right to be mad. You had a right to be upset. But when you go out there and start damaging property or hurting someone like that, then it becomes to the point that it's your fault. You can't. You got angry because of his actions, and you
Mhm.
reacted. We
Mhm.
understand that. That's life. But
Mhm.
now you have to look at yourself and say, okay, where do I get the control of myself? How do I take the responsibility of making sure that I don't hurt? So the first thing is you realize I need anger management because you definitely went too far. Number two, you can't blame him for making you go out there and slash someone's tires, even though his actions made you react like that. That's still your fault. Number two. And then number three, you have to reevaluate about, and I hear you when you talk about children, and you don't want to bring up your child by yourself, but that don't mean you have to be in this relationship if it's going to be toxic with the
Yeah.
person. So you have to look out for yourself. When I say self, meaning you got to improve yourself and see where you need to be. And if y'all can move forward together as a couple, then you do that. But if it's not moving in that direction, then it's time to boogie.
That's good. I feel like it was a lot in this letter, and once again, thank you for writing your letter. I feel like a lot of times we can let people, and I'm going to continue to say this, we can let people take us out of character. We can let people get us to that angry state, and we, after the fact, we look back and regret what we did or what we said. But it can happen, and we all make bad decisions. I don't want to say a mistake, but we all make bad decisions, and that was her bad decision. She made a bad choice to go out and flatten his tires, once they had that argument, and finding out that he went and saw his ex or whatever. So she took it upon herself to go out and flatten tires, which put her in a position to where she had to go to court and all of this that could have been avoided, you know? So I say that we, and I'm going to say we because we all sometimes get to that point where we let people, something that they said or done, take us to a place where we don't want to go. But we all need to take time and just, you know, think about things before we act on it. So that's just a little bit of advice for you, ma'am. If you stay in this relationship, which is what, 5.5, you said, years in, if you stay there, just make sure that your mind stays, what's the word? Because you do have a child that y'all raising. And
We
this
don't know.
child is looking, even though this child is 2 years old, this child is still sensing that something is going on. So just be mindful that you have a child to raise. You don't want to be caught up in something, going to jail behind some foolishness, and now your child is left without a mother because you're in jail serving time behind some foolishness. So I would say continue going to anger management classes, pray about the situation, and just make better choices. And if you feel like this is a toxic relationship, then do what you feel is necessary to remove yourself from the situation. I'm not going to tell you to leave. 5.5 years is a long time to invest, to be with someone. You in love, you got caught up, you move with this man, and things happen, and sometimes people don't think about things when they do it. Like at that time, maybe he wasn't thinking, he should have been, but maybe he wasn't thinking about, it could cause a problem with him bringing his ex to the house, which, us looking from the outside in, that makes no sense. It is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And for you to still be messing around with this lady, it is disrespectful for you to bring this woman to the house. But you still have to be accountable for your actions. I'm just saying, we have to be accountable for our actions that we make. And that's the truth. Even though we allow people to take us there, we still have to be accountable for the decisions that we make. So hopefully, ma'am, you can.
Yes.
Hopefully, you know what? Y'all sick. Hopefully,
We've been saying that the whole time.
yes.
We never said that she should not be accountable for her actions.
So hopefully she can come to, they both can come at peace with one another. And if they do decide to go their separate ways, hopefully they can still be there for that child and be adults about this whole situation. But hopefully things will work out and they can, move forward.
You made my heart smile, even though I know y'all didn't mean that shit.
I
Just
meant
hearing
every
it.
word.
I didn't say you didn't mean every word. Let me back up.
Yes, I meant
back
every word. Because we
That made
do
my
get in
heart smile.
situations where we were.
Made my heart smile.
Don't get me started, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. Thank you so much once again for writing your letter, and hopefully everything will work out for the best. Sissy, thank you so much for sitting in tonight. It was
welcome.
Y'all
great.
about to hug just now? God, dog.
Thank you once again.
You're such a hater.
I know.
Make it weird.
We had such we always do. We had such a great and shouts out to Quran, shouts out to Brittany and Sissy for sitting in on Saturday. We had a great women at the table Saturday, and if you missed that, you can always go back and watch the replay. Thank you to my brother here, Victor. He worked the cameras and he did such a great job Saturday. Appreciate that for team. So whenever y'all have y'all male table talk, don't y'all look at me crazy when I come and sit down. Victor.
I didn't say a word.
Because I was not allowed there, remember?
Yeah.
I didn't
You
say
stayed the last time.
I didn't stay. I always come to set
Right,
up
yeah.
set up things, but then I leave. But
I
I'm
told a
sitting.
woman the same thing. I'm always come. You might not.
I'm gonna sit the whole show the next time.
Mhm.
Brother Fatin, it
And
is
I might slide through. too. Pull up.
Slide through if you want to.
Brother Fatin, it is so good to have you back.
Thank you. It's
So
to be
good
back.
to have you back. Thank you. Thank
You're
you. Thank
welcome. Look at your face. Good. Thank you.
I'm just all mushy inside right now.
Oh, mushy.
Mushy.
Mm.
Let's hurry up. before it
Victor,
gets-
Victor, damn it, boy, white. Thank
Oh,
you,
yeah.
my brother,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sitting
Oh,
in,
yeah.
of course. Every Tuesday, guys, check it out. Tangy Tea of Life. We are here live at CMG Studios. And listen, we have a great time here talking about everyday life. Nothing is off limits here at the Tea. Christine got a taste of it tonight for the first time. Hopefully we didn't scare you away.
It wasn't too bad.
But you know, things
Why
can
you looking
get,
at me?
things can get
I ain't
really
bite you yet.
yeah.
Oh,
my
shit.
God. Right here is what
Yet.
this is what I'm talking about. Things can get real tangy here on the Tea,
Oh,
but
damn right.
I love it because we can talk about anything here. And,
Mhm.
we're family,
Mhm.
and there's nothing that no one can do about it. We're always going to be family.
Mhm.
And thank y'all once again for watching. We appreciate all of you for leaving your comments and tuning in. And we'll go back through and check out these comments. Hey, my cousin Mel is watching. Hey, Melanie. And Veronica says she's moist. Oh, John. All right. Why did I even read that out loud?
Veronica says she
You
moist.
know what? Thank you, Herman, for allowing us to be here in your studio, CMG studio. If you guys are starting your podcast, if you have a podcast and you're looking for a studio, CMG Studios is here. Inbox me or Herman Chapman for more details on how you can bring your podcast right here to CMG Studios. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your week. Love up on one another and enjoy this thing called life to the fullest. We are Tangy Tea of Life and we are back, baby.
Buenas noches.